International Cricket Stadium for the live coverage of the 𝗂𝗚 Islamic Bank presents NCL T20 2025 powered by 𝗃𝗏𝗧 sports drink in association with Walton, Lily and Ace Properties. The resumption of the tournament has happened. A few days of rain followed by 12 days of preparation, and the tournament has kick-started for this wonderful silverware we can see just beside us. The 8 divisional teams going head-to-head for the second edition of this NCL T20. Looks like a beautiful sunny day here. Finally, the weather forecast looks great. It is warm, it is humid, but ultimately, the resumption of cricket is the best news that we can have as cricket lovers. As you'll all know, the previous edition had the NCL T20 champions as Rangpur, but now it's all a clean slate for all those teams that are coming in for this prestigious battle. So Sylhet International Cricket Stadium is the venue. As we all know, this is a beautiful stadium, a beautiful city, and probably the best place for resumption of this tournament. The weather for the last few days has been good. There has been some rainfall as well, but the groundsmen have prepared the ground, the pitches to perfection, and we hope for great cricket, except for some weather interruptions maybe. But just looking back at what happened overall in the NCL T20 last year, it looks like it could be a bonanza right away in this edition as well. A lot of players vying for places up front will be up there right in front of your eyes to perform and show what they are made of. The preparations have been great, and today, for the first match after the resumption of the tournament, we've got a couple of teams that will face off each other in this tournament resumption opener. It's going to be Rajshahi versus Khulna going head-to-head just in a while. The two teams have prepared themselves well, and for the time being, it's all anticipation, all wait as we're waiting for the first ball to start. But before that, we'll have a lot of things to cover up. The teams came in early. They came here to prepare themselves. There has been a good layoff. Think about what they want to do in this tournament in particular. Best part about the tournament is a good mix of youth and experience as well. But looking at the weather, it seems like a great weather to play cricket in. What's the pitch like? Let's go to Mazharami for the pitch report.
Hello and very good morning from the scenic Sylhet International Cricket Stadium as we are back after a short break here at the 𝗂𝗚 Islamic Bank NCL T20 powered by 𝗃𝗏𝗧 sports drink. First of all, thanks to the Almighty, the sun is out and the perfect condition for cricket. Having a look at the surface, we are here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, known for the batter's paradise, but at the same time, bowlers can enjoy a bit. There's no rain in the last couple of days, but it did rain in the last 5 or 6 days back. So there will be something for the bowlers initially. So the captains winning the toss would want to bowl first, have a look at the surface, restrict the opponent under 130, 120, and then look to chase that one.
Well, that was the news from the pitch. Mazharami mentioned about the pitch looking good, but obviously there must be something for the bowlers early on with some rain in the previous few days. But the pitch looks really good, and hopefully we get a run fest in this first match here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Well, as we mentioned about the players, they really are prepared for this. The big thing to beat here obviously would be the heat, and hydration would be important for all these players to strategically think of how they would want to go about things. But overall, seems like everything is well set and ready to go. The pitch looks good for batting. The bowlers will have something up front, so it's a good sporting wicket for everyone to come and enjoy the greatness of the NCL T20. Right now, we have Shomanoy Ghosh with the two captains for the all-important toss.
It's good news from the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium as the sun is beating down. It's toss time. So NCL T20, 𝗂𝗚 Islamic Bank NCL T20 is good to kickstart with the captains and match referee Supriya Rani Das, Mohammad Mithun and Nazmul Hussain Shanto all in readiness for the toss. Shanto will flip the coin.
Heads.
Heads is the call. And it is a tail. Shanto, you've won the toss and decided to?
I like to bowl first. Looks pretty good wicket. Still, in T20s, if we had the idea about the target, it would be good for the batting order.
Mhm. Is there something for the bowlers up front, you think?
Yes, because of it's pretty fresh wicket and looks little moisture on this wicket. But in this hot condition, I don't think we'll get more advantage. But as a bowling, we need to bowl proper areas.
And you want to restrict them to how much?
Uh, I think it's pretty good wicket. So anything below 160, it would be good for us.
Below 160. Now you've had one match. One of the two teams who've played a match, but it was a 5 overs encounter. Does that help coming into this?
I don't think so. It's like 5 overs game, so you cannot think about those games. We start this tournament from now on. So we hoping that we can play some good cricket here.
All right. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Mithun, if you won the toss, what would you have done?
To be honest, I also like to bowl first, but still it's a hard and fresh wicket. It looks good. I don't think it's too much difference bat first or second.
How much do you think will be an ideal total batting first on this sort of a surface?
No, first we look to wicket, assess the wicket, then we decide what is the dependable score.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, there was a lot of pause due to the rain and everything. Finally, the game is on ground. How is the squad and the dressing room feeling?
Raining things not in our control, but it's good thing to start tournament again. So looking forward.
All right, wish you all the best.
Thank you.
All right, so the news from the middle is that Nazmul Hussain Shanto's Rajshahi have won the toss and decided to have a bowl first.
Well, that was the result from the toss. As expected, Rajshahi have won the toss and have elected to field first. So the teams will be set. Khulna will have to set a target up front. The captain of the Khulna side, Mohammad Mithun, mentioned that they'd want to put up a good total on the board, but maybe a good toss to win for Rajshahi, who have lost their first match against Dhaka Metro in that curtailed 5 overs match in Bogura, ultimately which went out as a defeat for them. But right now, we're all ready for the all-important action as the umpires make their way to the ground, and we are get set to go for the first match of the resumption of the Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by 𝗃𝗏 sports drink. Off to the combox where Shanu Rabbani awaits us.
Thank you so much, Ahmed bin Parvez there, as the National Cricket League begins once again. The Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 2025 powered by 𝗃𝗏 sports drink in association with Walton, Lily Oryx and Ace Properties. This should be a full game, and we are expecting 2 games each day in this resumption. Sylhet bright and sunny, and we should have some turbocharged matches as it is a T20 format, and both teams quite evenly matched up. You see some big names as well, the likes of Nahid Rana, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, Nazmul Hussain Shanto on your screen, and will be interesting to see how these players perform. They are on the periphery of the national team as the 2 batters make their way into the middle. It's bright and sunny, and that means it's very hot and humid as well. Sabbir Hossain. He played a very interesting knock in the last match. The only game where we had a result, 5 overs aside. Playing a quick fire innings, and these are your playing 11s for Rajshahi. Just the one change, Taijul Islam coming in. Other than that, Sabbir Rahman, Sabbir Hossain, Nihaduzaman, Nahid Rana, Habibur Rahman, Ghulam Kibriya, Pritam Kumar, the wicketkeeper, led by Nazmul Hussain Shanto. For Khulna, Mohammad Mithun, Afif Hussain, Inamul Haq Bijoy, Imranuzzaman Jaidullah, Mehdi Hasan Miraj, Mohammad Mrityunjay, Nahidul Islam, Robiul Haq, Shommo Sharka and Zia Rahman make up their 11. And yes, the Rajshahi, they've won the toss. They've elected to bowl first, looking to get whatever they can from this surface early on. But very interestingly, we see Nihaduzaman with the ball in hand. So spin to start proceedings. A very interesting call. Rajshahi in their first match, they batted first, posted a decent total, 60 in their 5 allotted overs, but then they were defeated. As we get ready for the first delivery, Rajshahi this time choosing to bowl first, and they've started with a slip and spin up front. 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗻𝒻 on the money immediately, not giving the batter any extra width, and they have to maintain those lines and lengths. Some good bounce off the surface early on. And flighting it up a bit. Likes to toss it up, likes to give the ball a bit of air. Imran and Shommo Sharkar, the opening combo. Oh, played on! And that's the first wicket. 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗻𝒻 strikes early. And Rajshahi, they're off to a good start. Imran very disappointed. He knew that the ball didn't have enough width to really cut it. Ended up chopping it on to his stumps. Not much turn there. Yes, some bounce. But look at that flight. And 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗻𝒻 can celebrate because that's a good delivery. Brings about the early wicket. Winning the toss, choosing to bowl first and starting off with spin, paying dividends for Rajshahi. They've lost their first wicket without a run on the board. 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗂𝐴, the new batter in the middle, plenty of experience. Coming in early. Right-handed batter will have to try and steady things after the early loss of a wicket. As I welcome alongside Ahmed bin Parvez.
Very warm morning, Shanur. An early wicket for Rajshahi. They go the spin route right away. Find success, but look at the batters on the crease. The name themselves speak a lot. Namul Haq Vijay, Shommo Sharkar, veterans in the game. Years of experience in the domestic circuit and in the international circuit for Bangladesh as well. So look at, once again, that ball rightly pointed out, no width at all. Went for the cut. 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗻𝒻 gone. Shommo gets his first opportunity. Khulna had a decent outing in the last NCL season. Right away gets off the mark. Played with the turn over there. Not a lot of turn, Shanur.
Yeah, but good bounce nonetheless. And it's been a very good over so far from 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗻𝒻. He's trying to keep things pretty tight, bowling a very good line.
Sliding down. Extras. Not what the spinner wanted to do. Khulna will take every run that comes their way. An excellent first over from 𝗵𝗂𝗪𝗻𝒻. It's 4 for 1 after 1. Spin from both ends. 𝗂𝗃𝗃𝗀𝗃, decent spinner within the power plays. Big appeal, finger goes up. Enamul Haq Bijoy stunned. The Khulna fans will be stunned as well. Not the kind of start they wanted, but what a delivery first up.
Played all around the delivery. It was a stump-to-stump ball. He's asking Soumya Sarkar whether that was going down leg. Can't really believe that it would have gone on to hit the stumps, but on first look, it looked very plumb. And Enamul, he also has to depart. He scored just a run. And Khulna, you look at what's happening here. They are off to a very, very difficult start. Rajshahi, on the other hand, flying high. Yes, he can't believe what's happened. He's gone after scoring one. Khulna are 4 for 2.
In comes the captain himself, Mohammad Mithun. At the toss, talked about how they'd want to assess the wicket and then set a target. Would have been good to ask him the question right now when wickets keep falling. Just the second over. Two of their premier batsmen already back in the dugout. 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, what a start. First ball, first wicket. It's been a bright spot in the domestic circuit for Bangladesh already. Making his mark here at the NCL T20. Mithun has a challenge in his hand. Again, right at the stumps. Spinners have done an excellent job here, bowling stump to stump.
It seems like a very good toss to win and bowl first as well. Good captaincy here with spin from both ends. Given the conditions, you would have been wondering whether they start with a bit of pace, whether there's some moisture. But no, spin from both ends. Perhaps seeing the first wicket go down in the very first over and the extra bounce that 𝗂𝗎𝗄𝗎 got prompted spin from both sides. And Mehrab, he's also started off very well.
Some room given, finds the gap. Mohammad Mithun off to a good start. That's a boundary.
Yeah, now this is what's different from what happened with Imranul Zaman. That ball bounced a bit more. 𝗂𝗎𝗄𝗎, he has a much more higher arm action, and as a result of which, Mithun got underneath the ball perfectly and played it for 4.
Steps out this time. Beats the man at mid-on. Another boundary, back-to-back from Mohammad Mithun.
One off the back foot, now this time off the front foot, showing his array of stroke play. Captain Mithun having to lead from the front, getting to the pitch. And with the power play overs, you can always do that. Has it gone all the way? We're having another look.
This time goes onto the leg side. Tad bit risky again, the ball bit too full for a sweep, but gets the connection right there, Mithun. End of the second over, it's 13 for 2.
Boy. Next time? Right there, sir. Thank you. Point, I to Chava boy. Number three boy. Chol Niyad. Road Niyad.
Off and a deep square leg. Again onto the stumps. Ball coming in with the arm. Mohammad Mithun on strike. As a batter, Shanur, would you feel frustrated when you're stuck at one end? Shomo Sharkar has just played one ball. Driven well, fielded well as well. Again, that flight. His eyes lit up. Should have pierced the field, you'd think. Shomo Sharkar staring from the non-striker's end here. Mohammad Mithun has played 7 balls already. He's given his team a good start after the 2 wickets that fell. Slight change in the field setup. Square leg comes in. Mid-wicket goes back.
Yeah, Shamo's been watching Mithun bat from the other end, and in this over, 𝗂𝗧𝗻, what he's doing very nicely is keeping the batter guessing whether to come onto the front foot or the back foot. He stood his ground there, not giving any extra room, and it's because of that long off. He's not looking to access that region. This time he does, but it's straight to the fielder, and Sabbir makes no mistake. That's the second wicket for 𝗂𝗧𝗻.
How odd is that? Just the 2 fielders in the boundary, and you find one of them. Sabbir won't miss that. Mohammad Mithun must be dejected with his effort. Just talked about the fielder standing at long off, giving Mithun an opportunity to maybe get a single. But he went aerial, just found the fielder in the process. 𝗂𝗧𝗻 picks his second. That was an easy catch for Sabbir. Look at that jubilation. He knows he's doing the job. Within the power play, Rajshahi has already run through the top 3 of Khulna. Mithun goes back, dejected. A couple of boundaries, but a very short stint in the crease. It's a pretty strong starting 11. Just look at that batting lineup. Bijoy has gone, 𝗂𝗎𝗻 gone, Mohammad Mithun gone, and in comes Afif Hossain Dhrubo. More than 1,000 runs for Bangladesh in the T20 international format. Representing Khulna in at number 5. Never guessed you'd have to come this early, but it still has some opportunity to make a quick start. Power plays are still on, but 𝗂𝗧𝗻 is on fire. Couple of wickets for just 4 runs into his second over. He's kept on bowling straight at the stumps. That is playing dividends.
Yeah, quick little bit of an information for you, Parvez, and to the viewers before we have another look at that catch straight down Sabri's throat, who was fielding at long off, made no mistake. Mohammad Mithun could have accessed the onside field, the long on region. That reaction says it all. Perhaps was trying to do that, ended up playing it straight down, long off. Yeah, and as far as Afif is concerned, after 3, it's 14 for 3.
Correct one, center.
It's very good to be back here. The Al-Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 2025 powered by 𝗃𝗏𝗃 sports drink. After 12 days of wait, finally play resumes. And what a resumption it's been for Rajshahi, who lost their first match against Dhaka Metro. That was a 5-over curtailed game for rain swept away the remaining few matches slotted in for Bogura and Rajshahi. Still spin from the 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗃 sports drink end. Is ehimZ into his second over. Picked up the important wicket of Bijoy. Afif still tries to find the gap but fails.
Played the most consecutive match for Bangladesh in their cricket history. Played it in T20 format. 61 consecutive matches he played for Bangladesh at a stretch. Tells you a bit about his fitness.
He's had a very good time in Bangladesh colours. Post-COVID, gradually started losing his place from the national team, but obviously the NCL T20 gives you a platform where you can display your skills, get back into the thoughts of the selectors. Shomo Sarkar in the reserves for the Bangladesh squad that went to the Asia Cup. He's just played the one delivery. 21 balls bowled in this innings as he came in as an opener. Just saw 3 wickets fall from the other end. He will remain tentative.
Mehrab, in his first over, what we saw him do is give the ball a bit more flight, but he wasn't getting as much bounce like Nihaduzzaman got, which is why he got attacked later on in that over by Mohammad Mithun. Let's see how Shomo goes about it. There is a deep mid-wicket in place. No long on or long off.
Has to go quick. Direct hit could make it interesting, but single is completed. Both left-handers trying to resurrect this innings. Just look at that. Tad bit casual. Dragging his bat down, Shomo Sarkar. A single to end yet another productive over for Mehrab. Just the 3 runs conceded. After 4, it's 17 for 3 and time for change in the commentary box.
bowling change, left arm over the wicket. A very good morning, everyone. 𝗲𝗚 Islamic Bank presents NCL T20 25-26 powered by Turbo. We see pace for the first time in the fifth over. It is 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃, nicely hit away. Beautiful on drive from Afif. That's the boundary. And with that boundary, may I welcome Mazharuddin Ami. Very good morning.
Very good morning, Shamuna, and very good morning to all our viewers as well. It's a glorious shot by Afif Hussain. Roll of the wrist made into the position really well, and the connection was good. Most importantly, finding the gap.
Pulls the length back, changes the line as well, but goes for stand and deliver, does Afif, but misses it altogether.
Yeah, just going back to the surface, Shamanoi, they've lost 3 wickets up front, but still, the surface looks really good. The shot that Afif played, the ball before this one, seems like the ball coming onto the bat nicely. So it's about applying themselves in the middle, have a look at the surface early on, and then go for the shots.
As we mentioned earlier, we see seam up for the first time on the fifth over, but the 4 overs of spin have gone really well for Rajshahi. Bit of change in pace, nicely tucked away. One would say that the spinners have complemented the decision made by the captain Nazmul Hussain Shanto.
Yeah, undoubtedly, and Shanto will be really happy the way things gone so far. Especially picking 3 wickets inside the power play is very crucial. And from Khulna's point of view, they need to build up a partnership. At the same time, having that positive frame of mind will be important. With 2 left-handers out in the middle.
Oh, what a shot! 1 bounce for 4, Shomo Sharkar on song.
That is sublime Shomo. Lazy elegance. Made it look so easy. But let me tell you, Shomo, it's not easy to play those shots on the up. Using the infield, full face of the bat, he knew what he was doing. Calculative risk and a boundary. Nice way to start off. 2 of the most elegant batters of Bangladesh in the middle at the moment.
Roll of the fingers. Just opens the face of the bat. Just want to talk about the field as well, particularly to Shomo Sharkar. You know, the 2 fielders outside the circle, were deep backward point and deep square leg remains the same for Afif as well.
Yeah, so the line will be a bit on the shorter side. As you mentioned about the field setup, there's a deep square leg and deep point. And both the batters love to play shots on the square of the wicket. Shafiqul already conceding 2 boundaries in the over.
And on both those occasions, he pitched it up. You can't really blame your fast bowler to try and pitch it up with the new ball. Takes pace. Oh, that's nicely timed. Sublime timing from Afif Hussain. There is a deep point, but still races away for 4. 3rd boundary of this over. Last ball goes for another boundary. So expensive one from Shafiqul. Good one for Khulna. It's 31 for 3. This is what happened in the very last delivery of the last over.
placement was superb. He knew there was a fielder at deep point. Look how he sliced the bat, making sure it goes just past the fielder at point, but not so close to the fielder at deep point.
𝗿𝗏 continues. Is bowled pretty well, given a wicket to the captain. So with two left-handers in the middle, Shanto chooses to keep the off-spinner on. For him, there is a deep mid-wicket and a long off. The last over of the power play, quicker delivery, sliding down the leg, and that's why umpire signals that.
Yeah, it's the last over of the power play, as you mentioned, so the idea will be to make the most out of it. They've scored 14 in the previous over.
Variation. Taking just a bit slower on this occasion was 𝗿𝗏.
Did it kept a bit low as well, Shaman. As you mentioned rightly, slowed a bit, forcing the batter to go hard at him. Seems to be a very intelligent bowler, 𝗿𝗏. Good presence of mind.
Yeah, smart bowling, smart bowling. Last over of the power play, but so far, even though a bit of resistance from these two in the middle, Rajshahi would be on top, courtesy of those 3 wickets. Goes for the sweep. It was full, but straight to the fielder.
See how dot balls can create pressure. Even someone like Afif, who's timing the ball so well, try to manufacture that one straight to the fielder on that occasion. Good over so far.
Makes room for himself, was looking to hit it through the offside, perhaps the covers, but well adjusted by the bowler.
Yeah, good presence of mind as well. He saw the batter making some room, followed him. This is a very important ball. It has to be on the money.
Well bowled over by 𝗿𝗏 Hussain, as this was the last over of the power play, only 2 runs off it. After the power play, Khulna are 33 for 3. Yeah, it's 33 for 3 at the end of the power play, and just goes on to emphasize the fact that it was a very good toss to win by Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Good decision to bowl first and then keeping up with the spinners, and to just keep up with that, he's going to bowl himself in the 7th over. Still no Nahid Rana. He's in the side. Coming around the wicket. Oh, that's well played. That's crunched through backward square leg. 𝗂𝗎𝗏 times it for 4.
Not the best of start from the captain of Rajshahi, Nazmul Hossain Shanto. It was a half tracker. 𝗂𝗎𝗏 is timing the ball so well, finding the gap. There was a fielder at deep square leg and deep mid wicket, and he managed to pierce the gap. Good start to the over, boundary of the first ball. Last over conceded just 1 run.
Keeps low, but well played. There is a sweeper in the deep, so 𝗂𝗎𝗏 will have to settle for 1 only. But now these two have gained some momentum for the side in red.
Yeah, definitely, and they need to build up a partnership. Yeah, last over, 𝗿𝗏 conceded 2, including a wide and a run off the bat. So yeah, not a bad start again to the over.
Takes pace off. This partnership worth 25 runs. Lost their captain when they were 13, were Khulna, losing the wicket of Mohammad Mithun. Shafiqul from this end has been expensive. Shantu brings himself on. Boundary of the very first delivery of the over. Bit of change on the field. Short. Punches to long on for a single.
I'd like to see how these two batters approaches in the middle, Shaman. Both the batters have represented Bangladesh, highly talented, highly rated. It's important to see how they convert their starts into a big one. This has been the case for most of the batters in Bangladesh, not being able to convert those starts. Shot again, a bit slow this time. We'll only get a single.
A very crucial period this, one would say. As we mentioned earlier, that the power play belongs to Rajshahi because of those 3 wickets. But now, they've slowly started to bring the things in their favor, just with shots like that. It was Sabir Rahman at long on, but the timing was so crisp that it beats him. Goes for 4 through cow corner and ends the over with the boundary. Started with 1, ends with 1. End of the 7th, it's 44 for 3. Short again, played off the back foot nicely by Afif Hussain. Timing was so good. Yeah, expensive over by the captain, 11 of it.
Not a good over, not a good follow-up over by Nazmul Hossain Shanto. The last over of the power play went for just 1 and he conceded 11 in the previous over.
What he chooses to do is give Mehrob a run for his last over of the quarter, straight on the trot. So he's bowled well, sort of kept things quiet from one end. It will be interesting to see if the batters try and take him on in this over. There's a cap in the deep mid-wicket region for Afif. Likes to play that sweep shot. Bowled full on the off-stick.
Very good bowling by Mehrob. He's giving those flight to the batter and more importantly, forcing the batter to come forward, but not that full enough to play those drives.
He darted that one in. I also see Nahid Rana, who's standing there at short mid-wicket, sort of warming up. So would assume that he would come up from the other end.
Yeah, we are all in the 8th over of the innings and no sign of Nahid Rana yet. And the captain must be hoping Nahid Rana gives themselves some few more wickets. At the moment, both the batters playing sensible cricket, rotating the strike and waiting for those bad deliveries. Both the batters got the start, which was important, building up a partnership. So it will be crucial for them to take this one further for another couple of overs.
And they still have batters to follow. They're a strong side. They have the likes of Mehdi Hasan Miraz, Ziaur Rahman, Mrityunjay Chaudhary to follow. So they have batters, but they need these two to soak up the pressure, which they have done. Now building up momentum on their side. Down on one knee, nicely played, bisecting those two fielders, square of the wicket on the onside. Goes for 4.
Striking the ball nicely. Afif Hussain, boundary to finish the over. A good one again by Khulna. And it's Shommo Sarkar. Both the batters look so elegant so far.
wickets to follow. Some of them at the top of the order did not click today, but 𝗂𝗧𝗃𝗃, thankfully from them right at the top, is still there, and 𝗃𝗃 has done well in his middle order position. It is Nahid Rana from the Al-Arafah Islami Bank end. It's round the wicket to the left-handed batter, single of the first delivery.
It's going to be interesting to see how the two batters approaches against someone like Nahid Rana with his extra pace and bounce. He's someone who can extract pace no matter what the surface looks like, no matter how good it plays for the batters. He will play the X factor for Rajshahi. Fine leg up inside the circle. There's a deep square leg, deep mid wicket and long on in place for 𝗂𝗧𝗃𝗃.
Hinting that he might go for the short one. Might as well be a bluff. Oh, well bowled, well bowled. Oh, trouble! Direct hit and he would have been gone. You mentioned that short fine leg. That's where the ball rushed to, given the pace Nahid Rana has. Now he has a smile on his face. He wouldn't have if this was a direct hit.
Direct hit, 𝗂𝗧𝗃𝗃 was a goner. He's gave up almost and having a smile, but the way Nahid Rana bowled that one, it went rapidly to the fielder at short fine leg in no time. Interesting battle.
Oh, inside edge. Lucky he didn't chop it on.
Good carry and bounce as well from the surface. Obviously, it's Nahid Rana who hit the deck hard, but it gives you the idea of how the surface is playing in the middle. It looked really good. With sun out, the surface will harden a bit as the day progresses. It will get better for batting. But at the moment, 𝗂𝗧𝗃𝗃 had to deal with some raw pace of Nahid Rana.
Onto the pads, tucked away. Interesting battle. Nahid Rana obviously represents the test side, the Chapai Express. The fastest bowler Bangladesh have got. 𝗂𝗧𝗃𝗃 both have represented the national side, so it's a good contest.
It's a good contest, and it actually lifts the standard of the tournament as well when players like Nahid Rana participates and testing the batters with some extra bit of pace. Good for NCL T20.
And good for Bangladesh cricket as well. It is the Al-Arafah Islami Bank NCL T20 25-26 powered by Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink in association with Walton, Lilly, Oryx, Ace Properties. Watching us live on T Sports, and can also watch us through TapMad. For the rest of the world who are enjoying this game, you can also watch us on T Sports YouTube channel. Now the mid-offs inside the circle. 𝗃𝗃 on strike. Down the leg.
Perhaps he tried to bowl that slower delivery, Nahid Rana, offline. He's just going back to Bangladesh cricket, 𝗂𝗧𝗃𝗃. You must be disappointed the way Bangladesh performed yesterday against Pakistan in the Asia Cup. They did all the hard work with the ball, but was not enough with the bat. Yeah, just going back to this game, these two batters are looking really good.
Wait on.
Dot ball to end the over, but partnership looking good. It's well over 40 now, the partnership. 9 overs done, it's 55 for 3.
Nine overs done. And Khulna are 55 for 3, recovered really well after losing those 3 early wickets. Go on aerial, gone for maximum. 𝗂𝗧𝗧𝗃 went all the way for 6. What a start to the over. As I welcome Ahmed bin Parvez.
What a welcome, what a shot. 𝗂𝗧𝗧𝗃 sounded so good off the bat. Just that elegant swing off the bat. Ball gets the height, gets the distance, no chance for the fielder. Tad bit full, 𝗂𝗧𝗃 takes full toll of it. He's batting much more confidently right now. Was tentative at the beginning, 27 of 17 already.
Again down on his knees, finds the gap as well. 10 of the first 2 deliveries, and 𝗂𝗧𝗧𝗃 is on fire.
This is not good bowling from Shafiqul. Giving in freebies. This one was something that 𝗂𝗧 would gladly accept. Just look at that. Wasn't attempted off cutter. Tad bit short. Had to adjust his body to find that gap behind square leg. The placement was exemplary from 𝗂𝗧𝗧𝗃. He's getting a move on. Scoreboard ticking at the moment. 65 for 3 after that disaster, Mazhar. It's been a great recovery.
Shot outside off, slash that away. Fielder does really well to save that one. But with having a short third and short fine leg up inside the circle, it's never easy for the bowlers to contend, especially when you bowl at that length.
It was a good fielding effort. Sabbir has always got that reflex in him. 𝗂𝗧 was quick to it. Thought he'd found the boundary ropes, but Sabbir had to contend with the spin after the ball landed onto the ground, and then quickly went back with the throw. Shafiqul finding it hard to get his lengths and lines right at the moment.
Again, roll of the fingers. He came up with the same strategy again. Shafiqul taking the pace off the ball. He's seen how the batters can play their shots if it's given the full pace behind that. So good adjustments by Shafiqul, though he went for 12 so far in this over.
Very good game sense being shown by the batters as well. Just look at how experience counts. 𝗂𝗧𝗧𝗃 and Afif, they've been here, done that. At the moment, came in as a partnership in crisis for Khulna.
Shot again. Not the best of timing, though. Straight to the field at long on. We'll only get a single. It's been a productive over so far for Khulna. 13 so far coming from Shafiqul's second over.
And it's just his second over, already conceded 27 runs. Found it hard to bowl. Pace bowlers will have to toil a lot. It's warm and humid. You've been down there, Mazhar. You know how it feels like. It's not easy for the pacers.
Wide outside the off stump. Afif will get a single. Another big over for Khulna. They are 69 for 3 halfway through the innings. Back after the drink break here at the 𝗚 Islami Bank presents NCL T20 powered by Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink at this beautiful Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Just to remind our viewers, Rajshahi skipper 𝗬𝗏𝗡 opted to bowl first after winning the toss against Khulna. They lost 3 early wickets, but since then these two batters out in the middle, 𝗂𝗏𝗃𝗃 and 𝗵𝗵 Hossain, put up a very good partnership and staged a fight back. Skipper 𝗬𝗏𝗡 once again bringing himself back onto the attack from 𝗚 Islami Bank end. Was expensive in his first over, conceding 11. And after 10 overs, Khulna 69 for 3. Parvez seems to be a good fight back.
Absolutely. That's 𝗬𝗏𝗡's performance in this match so far. 11 runs conceded. He's got a very nice towel matching the color of the jersey. Looks bright. 𝗬𝗏𝗡 might need that towel. It's going to be sweaty hands. The spinners have seen a lot of success in this game so far in this innings. But absolutely, you're spot on. It's been an excellent fight back from Shomo and Afif, especially from Shomo, 33 of 20.
That's very good fielding at cover. Outstanding fielding. But from Shanto's point of view, I think he needs to bowl a bit fuller. He bowled a lot of short deliveries even in his first over. And also in these 3 deliveries, he bowled on the shorter side. But look at that fielding. Great effort.
Excellent fielding effort. Tried to hit it out. Hits it out. Shomo Sharkar onto the practice nets. But only after covering the full length of the boundary ropes. It's a big, big 6. Once again short. Capitalized by the batter.
That's a long hop. As I mentioned earlier, Shanto is bowling on the shorter side with hardly any pace behind the ball. Batters get enough time to go onto the back foot and launch that one. Easy pickings for Shomo Sharkar. 𝗬𝗏𝗡 needs to buckle up. Waiting for it. Hardly any pace behind that one. We have seen how Mehrab adjusted himself. Despite bowling a lot slower, he bowled a lot fuller.
Looking at the Rajshahi lineup, you'd wonder some other bowlers could have come to bowl.
Again, just a bit on the shorter side. 𝗵𝗵 Hossain doing the right thing, giving the strike back to Shomo Sharkar. But end of the over, he will retain the strike though. After 11, Khulna 78 for 3.
Thank you. 28 ball. Coming over for you. Afif. 28 ball. Huh?
Ever since losing those 3 early wickets, Khulna division managed to bounce back, riding on the 2 left-handers, Shomo Sharkar and 𝗵𝗵 Hossain. As skipper 𝗬𝗏𝗡 brings in 𝗵𝗏 Hossain into the attack. Slow, medium, fast bowler. Third man, fine leg inside the circle. He's got a deep square leg, deep mid-wicket, long on, and a sweeper in place as well as a long off. Moves towards the offside, plays on the on, knew the fielders were, and the deep square leg fielder does well, but the batters will scamper through for a couple.
Good running, especially from Shomo. Pushed 𝗵𝗵 to go for the second run, but improvisation again. Right away, targeting the bowler from the first ball of the over. Sabir Hossain doesn't have a lot of pace, just wants to bowl stump to stump. Well disciplined. Rafif knows these are the overs that the batters have to try and up the tempo.
Up and over. What a good looking shot by Afif Hussain. Goes all the way for maximum. Effortless shot by this left-hander.
Picture perfect from Afif Hussain Dhruvo. Fantastic follow through. That was a ball full in his arc. Look at that follow through. There you go, photographers. Take a photograph. That was lofted with nonchalant elegance there from Afif Hussain Dhruvo. Massive six.
Again, moving towards the offside, trying to penetrate that gap on the on. A polite inquiry by the bowler, but given as leg buys. Just looking at the Rajshahi bowling lineup, Parvez. They've got Taijul Islam, the left-arm spinner, yet to being introduced. Perhaps it's about the matchups. Two left-handers in the middle. The captains not willing to bring their left-arm spinner.
I think that could be the thought process behind not seeing Taijul. Play and a miss from Shomo Sharkar. We're speaking about the bowling options here. We've seen Shanto go and bowl 2 overs. Look at Shomo Sharkar's performance today. 40 already. Just the 24 deliveries. 4 fours. A couple of big sixes as well. He's rotated the strike.
Again, that bottom hand coming into play. He needs to take some lesson from Afif Hussain, who played that gorgeous shot on the offside previously. Shomo, on the other hand, tried to play too hard, playing across the line even in the previous delivery, missing it out completely.
He's looking for some pace on the ball, just not there. Bottom hand dominating. Last couple of shots from Shomo Sharkar. It's been a good over from Sabir after conceding the 6, a good comeback.
Slower delivery again, sliced it away on the offside and will get a boundary. Outstanding placement by Shomo Sharkar. Despite being a slower delivery, he manages to play that and get enough on the bat to get through to the boundary.
That was very well placed. Was a fielder standing the deep backward point. Just went past him. Grounded, but use of that delivery, and after 12, it's 91 for 3. And Shamanoi coach is back as well on the comm box. Fast approaching a team 100 here. Khulna, after losing 3 wickets for 13. It's been a great partnership from the 2 left-handers here, but we were speaking about the bowling options that Khulna have, or Rajshahi have. They still haven't bowled Taijul Islam.
Very good morning, Ahmed bin Parvez. I like to call you with your initials, ABPB. Yeah, we still haven't seen Taijul on the attack. But this is good going, very good going by Afif Hussain Dhruvo and Shomo Sharkar. Taking things under control, steadying the ship, and then shifting the momentum in their favor. Short, cut away. There is a sweeper in the deep, but let me tell you, this is A lightning fast outfield today here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Impressive.
It usually is. The wicket looks good as well. Went on to that shot. Shomo Sarkar looking very confident. An 80-run partnership already between the two.
Well bowled by 𝗍𝗺𝗻. Has the most economical figures up until now. Here's Nahid Rana, bowled that solitary over, just giving away 3 runs only. 2 for 7, making most of the damage in the power play for Rajshahi.
They bowled really well within the power plays, but Afif and Shomo steadying the ship now, trying to up the tempo. Run rate has massively improved as well.
Moves across, lofted, fielder there. Sabbir tries it, but goes all the way. And I think this has gone all the way. Yes, confirmation. It is a 6. It is a maximum from Afif Hussain Dhruvo.
Swung with the turn. I think that was the secret behind this shot. Was flighted, yes, but just look at that. Made some space, freeing his front leg. Swiping it over long on. Sabbir, a valiant effort there. Just out of his reach. Just about makes it over the line. It's a big 6, especially against the premium bowler of Rajshahi. Putting a statement on Afif Hussain.
Full toss. Oh, turned away, wings deployed. Another maximum. Back-to-back 6s at that no ball signals that it will be a free hit as well. Next delivery, brilliant batting.
This is not going well for 𝗍𝗺𝗻. Expectation from the captain Shanto was that he would come in and break this partnership, but instead, look at that, Afif Dhruvo. That was a high full toss. Not an easy shot to execute, but finds the middle of the bat once again. Yes, he will be disappointed, especially because it's a no ball. A free hit, a freebie again. An open chance for Afif. He's on 45.
𝗍𝗺𝗻 under the pump. Both batters on 45. Afif on strike. Premeditated. Goes for the reverse. Managed to get something on it. But let me tell you, 𝗍𝗺𝗻 might have thought. Yeah, umpire Asadur Rahman signals it's a leg buys. We'll get back to that thought, but end of the 13th over. It's 107 for 3.
Afif, coming round for you. Okay, thank you.
National Cricket League T20, Al-Arafa Islami Bank, NCL T20 powered by Turbo, resumes here in Sylhet. The picturesque Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. Nahid Rana back onto the attack from the Turbo end. Short, Calypso style shot. Well done by the fielder at short fine. Definitely saved a couple of runs, if not the boundary, with that dive to his left-hand side.
Well past 100 now. Khulna looking to post a very competitive total. At the toss though, Rajshahi captain said they'd be happy chasing 150 to 60. Khulna look on track to go for that. Still have batters in the dugout. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, Ziaur Rahman bringing a lot of experience. But these two The way they batted, maybe both deserve 50s each.
Oh, that's nicely played. Goes all the way for a maximum and brings up his half century in style, the Shommo Sarkar, with a sixer.
Great hit, beautiful hit. Deserves this 50, as I said. Just the 28 balls, look at that. Eyes on the ball, did not have to do much. Jammed it. Making use of Nahid Rana's pace, the ball goes all the way. Not a good start from the speedster, bowling from the Turbo Electrolyte Sports drink end. It's going back. Just the 28 balls. Within the power play, Shommo, weirdly, in the first 4 overs, Shommo just had 1 ball to face. Then he's come back very nicely there, making use of the opportunity given.
Yeah, and quite often, Parvez, what is seen is that when a batter does not get much of the strike, you tend to lose a bit of the concentration or just slightly be out of touch when you're not getting much of the strike. And then all of a sudden you get the strike, even if it happens to the batters in form as well, you know, in the same game, who have been hitting the middle of the bat, good touch, and then all of a sudden you're out of strike. Seeing partners come and go from the non-striker's end, that certainly has not been the case for Shommo Sarkar. Now another no ball, guilty of overstepping Nahid Rana on this occasion. Ooh.
It's going to be tough for the fast bowlers. Bowling 6 balls with the same intensity is tough. And then this no ball. Still trying to find his rhythm, Nahid Rana. Got slightly injured. Did not have the national team responsibilities. Still getting back to full steam, full fitness. Another no ball. As we look at it, it was very marginal though. Good eyes from the umpire. A free hit for Afif Dhruvo. Another chance for him to go big. Fielders at deep third. At deep backward square. Deep mid wicket as well. Slight delay here.
The Rajshahi skipper has something to discuss with one of the on-field umpires, Barkatullah Turki. Not sure if it's regarding the overstepping. Might be. As we had a look at it, it seemed, yes, most of the view was blocked by the non-striker, but it seemed that there was nothing behind the line. Shantu certainly not shy of expressing his discontent with the decision, perhaps. He is fielding at long on, where his team dugout is at. Nahid Rana. Still a free hit coming round the wicket. Full toss. Oh, couldn't make the most of it. The kind of touch he is in, Afif would have liked to convert that into a boundary, given that it was a full toss.
The intent is there from Nahid Rana. He's trying to go for those quick Yorkers. We're closing in into the death overs. Not finding his radar yet, Nahid Rana. Good fielding effort out there. The kind of angle that he's using. If he tries to bowl at the stumps.
Pace, hurries the batter. And might have stung a bit as well, given the type of gas Nahid Rana has. It's express.
Shommo was eyeing the fine leg region, most likely. Kept it at low as well, seems. That was quick. Shommo felt speed there. Again, starting in from the Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drinks end.
Full, nicely driven, mid-off inside the circle. That will run away for 4. Very well played by 𝗂𝗎𝗃𝗃. He continues in that fashion.
That's brilliant placement. That is composure for you. Just saw where the gap was, did not go for that big, wild slog. Just look at that drive. Fully in control, knew what he was doing. As fast as the ball came in, it raced off the bat. And look at that outfield. Brilliant.
Nahid Rana just guilty of slightly over pitching and punished by 𝗂𝗎𝗃𝗃. What does he do next delivery? Oh, that sounded crisp. Wings deployed. Lands in the stands. It is a maximum. 𝗂𝗎𝗃𝗃 on fire. And that ends the over. Ends the 14th. It's 1-2-7 for 3. Khulna. Hafizhuddin Dhrubo and 𝗂𝗎𝗃𝗃 have really turned it on. Turned up for the show. The National Cricket League. Shanto back in action from the Al-Arafa Islami Bank end. Partnership between the two well over 100. 13 for 3 in the third over. And turning things around, shifting the tides in Khulna's favor. As they say, you make your own luck. These two have. This is what happened in Nahid Rana's last delivery of the previous over.
It was an amazing shot there from 𝗂𝗎𝗃𝗃. End that over on a high. He's on 62, back on strike. Shanto's back with his third over.
I think both these batters have complemented each other quite well. And I think we mentioned for a while 𝗂𝗎𝗃𝗃 did not get the strike. Afif came on, played some good shots. I think that 6 over the covers was magnificent. And now when 𝗂𝗎's middling the ball so well, Afif's just happy to rotate the strike.
Excellent batting from the two, but Shanto's having a decent over here. Into his third, good to see him bowling the overs. And he's gone. Straight to hands. Muted celebration from the fielder. But that's what you needed. And the partnership breaker, Nazmul Hossain Shanto, into his third over. Must enjoy that wicket.
Yeah, it works on this occasion, but it's a brilliant catch taken at long off by Mehrob Hossain. Didn't look easy, wasn't easy either. Half tracker. Soumya Sarkar looking to use those long levers again. Full follow through. He's hit a few flat sixes. Goes for that. But that momentum made it difficult for the catcher. He's done a good job. Congratulated by the new batter coming in. Soumya Sarkar gone for 63 of 34. A very healthy strike rate. 185. Khulna lose their fourth on 130. Now Shanto has been a bit expensive in the previous couple of overs he's bowled. The batters have taken liking to him. Mehdi Hasan Miraj, the new batter in. But on this occasion, gets the success, breaks the partnership. It's much needed for his team. Rajshahi. They've played a lot of cricket together. They've grown together as not only cricketers, I'd say human beings as well. Start playing from young age, the under 13s, 15s, of course 19, they've played together. But this is the wicket.
Difficult catch. Made it look easy in the end. Was a ball that Soumya could have hit. Back into live action here. Afif rolling the dice. Walks along for a single. That brings up a well-made 50. 50 of 42. End of 15 as well. 132 for 4.
এরকম না যে দেখ পাইলাম না তারপর জোর করে ঠিক আছে বুঝছিস জোরাজুরি না যেরকম প্রথম থেকে খেলতিস তো ওইরকমই খেলিস
Lead have been broken in the previous over. Still no sights of Taijul with the ball in hand. It will be Shafiqul from the Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink end, which is the far end here at the Sylhet International. Left arm seamer to the left-handed batter. Premeditated, goes for the scoop, misses it. The important question is, with 6 wickets in hand, how much can they accumulate, Khulna, of these last 5 overs?
Should be eyeing 170, at least from here. Still have a couple of batters coming in next. Ziaur Rahman, Mrityunjoy, they can hit. Mehdi Miraj, Afif Hossain Dhruvo, loads of experience. One of the finest partnerships they produced, as far as I can remember, was against Afghanistan. Where's that gone? Nowhere, straight to the keeper's hands. Shofikull rolling his fingers onto that. Not a lot of pace being given. This is the 16th over, so not many balls left here. Afif has done the hard work. Can he reap the rewards? Long on, back to the boundary. Nazmul Hossain Shanto.
Fielder there. Good catch taken. 𝗂𝗳𝗓𝗂𝗂𝗂 takes a spectacular. Now both the set batters back in the hut. Afif, the latest one, who has to make that long walk back. But the bowling change of Shofikull has worked for Shanto and Rajshahi.
That was a risk worth taking. Just like Shommo Sarkar couldn't find the elevation. Again, no pace on the ball whatsoever. What a brilliant catch. A lot of credit for this wicket has to go to 𝗂𝗳𝗓𝗂𝗂. Had to stoop in front. Was imbalanced when the ball hit his hands, but kept hold of it. Nice innings from Afif. 50 of 45, 3 fours and 3 sixes. 132 for 5, Khulna.
Managed to send both the set batters back to the dressing room. Afif, after his 50, goes back, and Ziaur Rahman comes in to replace him. Has made name for himself in the domestic circuit. Ziaur Rahman, named for being capable of hitting those big lusty blows. His team needs it, and he's here because Afif, in the process of trying to hit those big ones, offered that catch, which was brilliantly taken by 𝗂𝗳𝗓𝗂𝗂, rolling over. Had to run quite a bit against the sun, coming in from long off. Shofikull. First delivery, appeal, good shout. They're excited. Everyone around the batter. Shofikull perhaps thinks it was closer. Much closer than the umpire reckoned.
What an over it's been. Still no runs scored, a wicket in the previous ball. An excellent comeback from Shofikull. Had a hard time within the power plays, conceding 28 from his 2. Just look at this, into his 3rd over. Nazmul Shanto making some magical changes, bringing himself on, getting a wicket, and then Shofikull from this end, getting another one.
Ziaur Rahman off the mark. Now this is the 16th over. Nahid Rana still has 2 overs. He's gone for 23 of his first 2. Shanto bowled 3. Bowled the last one pretty well. The 3rd one, got a wicket there. Shofikull in his 3rd. Nihad has 1 more over as well. And 2 right-handers in the middle. One would assume or presume that we might see Taijul in the next.
Tad bit odd. Taijul, if he comes in to bowl in the next over, would be the 17th over. Goes for it, finds the gap, gets the boundary. Mehdi Hasan Miraj from the final ball of the 16th over. Good way to end the over for Khulna. After 16, well, 137. Just look at that shot once again. Nice timing, nice placement as well. They need these boundaries in the last 4 overs remaining, as we have a change in the com box. 137 for 5 after 16.
Coming into the attack for the first time in the innings in the 17th over from the Al-Arafa Islami Bank end. Started off with an offline delivery going down the leg side with no fielders there. It will reach the fence for 4. A good start to the over. Welcome back again, Shanu.
Thanks a lot to Mazhar. And yeah, look at that. A very welcome boundary. They were losing momentum a bit after back-to-back wickets, 2 set batters getting out. But when you get deliveries like that, you must make hay while the sun shines, as they say. And 4 runs added to the total for Ziaur and Khulna.
Good comeback by Taijul. He's an experienced campaigner, Shanu. And I was just mentioning this matchup stuff with Ahmed bin Parvez, with 2 left-handers in the middle. The captain opted not to introduce the most experienced spinner in Bangladesh.
Seems to be becoming a trend these days, a developing trend, a growing trend.
Straight to the fielder. Yeah, but at times you need to go against the trend as well. When you have someone like Taijul Islam, no matter you have 2 left-handers in the middle. Goes for that sweep shot. Hardly any pace behind that one. Will only get a single.
Keep in mind, he did not play in the first match as well. He wasn't selected. This match, Taijul coming in place of Asaduzzamon Payal. And yeah, captain, he's definitely rung in the changes.
Nicely bowled again. Followed the batter, trying to make some room. Ziaur. He's someone who loves to play his shots, as we know. We're into the 17th over, last ball of the over.
Into the power hittings. Oh, clean bowled. Trying to play across the line. And in the end, missing it all ends. Taijul gets the wicket, and the experience, it shows.
He has the experience of Taijul Islam, right on the money, with hardly any spin in the delivery. He tried to play across the line. It just came back in. A big wicket for Rajshahi. Ziaur Rahman, the big hitter, gone without making a huge impact, scoring 6. Khulna 143 for 6. Rajshahi division once again picking up wickets at crucial stages. Taijul Islam coming to bowl his first over of the innings, strikes, removing Ziaur Rahman, trying to play across the line. Big wicket for Rajshahi.
Well, Shanto waited and waited and waited to bring Taijul on, and in an over where the batters generally want to be scoring big, he's brought about a wicket, and that of the big hitting batter, Ziaur, who likes to play his shots and was looking to play a big one. Just slowed his pace down a touch. Miraj back on strike. Nahidul, the new batter, and Nahid Rana back into the attack, bowling from the Al-Arafa Islami Bank end.
Almost squared him up. Outside edge, but the pace of Nahid Rana helped that one to reach the fence for 4. Not the most convincing manner, but Mehdi Hasan Miraj will take it.
Gets the pace. It carries the ball through. beaten for pace, but sometimes it's a batter's game, as they say. And 4 runs going Mirage's way. Bowling from the 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 sports drink end, 𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃.
And down the leg side this time. Good work by the wicket keeper and given. At one point I really thought it was wide, but the batter may have had some glove or bat in it. But a very good catch behind the stump as 𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 strikes. Mehdi Hasan Mirage departs.
Sometimes luck goes against you when you bowl a brilliant delivery. This time, you have to say, wasn't the best of balls, but Mirage on this occasion can consider himself slightly unlucky. Yes, there's the deviation and a good catch by the wicketkeeper. It was dying on him. In the end, another batter goes. Mehdi Hasan Mirage has to go. And it's 147 for 7. Mirage gone for 10 of 6.
𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃 striking for Rajshahi division, removing Mehdi Hasan Mirage in the previous delivery. Mrityunjoy Chaudhary, the new batter, immediately gets off the mark.
Taijul slightly expensive today, conceding 28 so far. 𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃, beg your pardon. And that's the wicket delivery. A good grab by Pritam Kumar. Not much of a celebration there from 𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃, but the finger went up. Not much of an appeal either. Pure pace, beating the batter. Naidul new into the crease. He's having to face the heat and the fire of 𝗏𝗃𝗀𝗃's bowling.
Yeah, Nahid versus Nahid. Thank you, Ahmed bin Parvez. Nahidul, he can bat a bit, but he's up against a quality fast bowler with some extra bit of pace to test his skills. Trying to make some room straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. Yeah, just going back to Rajshahi's bowling unit, Shanod, they started off with 2 spinners up front, and both the spinners done really well. And I was surprised to see not to bring Taijul Islam till the 17th over of the innings. We have seen how the seamers gone from runs, as there is something for the spinners in this surface.
In fact, Taijul was the 7th bowling option used by Captain Najmul Hussain Shanto.
Swing and a miss. End of a successful over by Nahid Rana. A wicket and just 5 runs from it. Khulna, 148 for 7. I'm surprised not to see Taijul Islam picking up wicket in his first over. Fuller tried to heave that one inside edge. Will only get a single.
Very interesting to see. Shafiqul is going to become the first and maybe only bowler to finish his quota of full overs. Nihaduzzaman, he's bowled 4. Nazmul Hossain Shanto, the captain, he's bowled 3. Taijul has so far bowled just 1 over.
Yeah, just going back to Taijul, he was drafted by the Durban Super Giants for the SA T20 League. It's going to be a big experience for this experienced left-arm spinner. But at the moment, Shafiqul, the left-arm seamer, is operating with a short third and short fine leg inside the circle. Wide, too wide this time by Shafiqul.
You can see what he's trying to do is bowl full and perhaps at the 4th and 5th stump channel, because long off and long on is there. There is a deep cover. There is a deep mid-wicket as well. All the fielders on the boundary in front of the V as the 150 comes up for Khulna in the 19th over. Still 11 legal deliveries left.
Nicely driven. Will it reach the fence? No. Great bit of footwork by the fielder at deep cover. Surely saved the boundary.
The timing on that, showing off some excellent footwork. Could be dangerous at times as well if the ball hits the wrong part of the foot or if you somehow end up stepping on it. But this time it was timed to perfection. The Sylhet outfield, absolutely lightning.
Trying to be a bit too cheeky. There is a chance of a run out. The bowler is not happy. He's asking whether the batter was in front of that line of that throwing area of Shafiqul. They will go upstairs, maybe eyeing for that obstructing the field, Shanu.
Well, at first glance, it seemed as if the batter was maintaining his line. Didn't try to move too much or shuffle across to protect the stumps. Now, was he moving too much?
I don't think so, Shanur. The batter was on the move. He was just passing the bowler, so he had to run. In fact, he was not in a position to see whether the bowler is going to throw from which end or which area. So yeah, bowlers can be a bit too demanding at times and not willing to give away any runs. I'm sure that was not intentional by the batter.
Well, now we're having a check for the front foot if it's a no ball or not. But yeah, foot is well behind the line. So the decision will be it's a legal delivery.
Just having a look at it again. Just keep a close eye on the batter. Look how he ran through. In comes the bowler. Have a look at it. And then the bowler throw straight to the batter's back. I don't think the batter had anything to do on that occasion. But the bowler wants it. He has the right to run through the batter. Yeah, back live again. It's a legal run. Shafiqul to continue. Nicely bowled Yorker. Very good bowling. Outstanding. You need more of those in these death overs, especially from the seamers.
It might have been expensive in this first 3 overs, Shafiqul, but in this over, it's been pretty good. Bowling according to his field as well. As we mentioned, he's got 4 fielders in front of the V, a long on, long off, a deep mid-wicket, a deep cover, and now it's a deep backward point as well.
Bowled wide again. The type of field setup Shafiqul has, he had to bowl way outside the off stump. He's got a fielder at deep third, wideish deep third, and there's a cover, deep cover, and a long off. So the idea will be to bowl full outside the off stump. He's got protection in the deep. Even a slice will go straight to the fielder at deep third, which is wideish.
If he tries to bang it in short, perhaps behind the V, there will be easy runs.
Nicely struck again, but straight to the fielder, as I mentioned. Protection in the deep for the left arm seamer.
The fielding's been good so far. Nahid ran on that occasion. Nihaduzaman, in fact, and this over, no boundaries. That's the important thing. Yes, there has been runs on each delivery. No dot balls either. Mrityunjoy and Nahidul trying to rotate the strike. Doing a good job, but no boundaries.
Comes down the track, takes that on the full, straight to the field at long on. Nihaduzaman does well. Will only get a single. End of a very good over by Shafiqul. After 19, Khulna 157 for 7. Right, we are in the final over of the innings for Khulna. They are 157 for 7 and speed star Nahid Rana to begin the final over. Single to start the over. He's conceded 28 runs from his first 3 overs and also picked up a wicket.
Bowled in short bursts given the heat. Perhaps Najmul Hossain Shanto, the captain, deciding to use his pace bowler, his express pace option. Well rested. He's bowled with a lot of pace. The last over was good. He took a wicket in it.
Down the wicket again, straight to the bowler, direct hit, he was a goner. Everything else was right from Nahidul's point of view, apart from hitting that stump.
Yeah, Nahidul versus Nahid. Could have been one Nahid getting the other one out. First of all, a pretty agricultural shot there, and yeah, definitely. This time, it's an edge, but lands safely. Will be a couple more runs as the 160 comes up. A decent total, perhaps they could have had more given the way Soumya Sarkar and Afif was batting.
Again, giving some charge. He knew the fielder at mid-off was inside the circle. Tried to play over that fielder's head. 160 is not a bad total though. They lost 3 early wickets up front, Khulna. Shot again, connection looks good, and the result is even better. All the way for maximum. Good blow by Nahidul.
absolutely smacked. He was expecting that length, and despite getting all of it, you could see it was a flat 6. Hit it to perfection. 9 runs so far from the first 4 deliveries. As a captain has a word with the bowler, what sort of a field would he like if he bowls short? Does he need more protection there?
Pull that again, top edge. Lands safely and will reach the fence for 4. 10 runs coming of the last 2 balls, courtesy of Nahidul.
Yeah, this time a bit of luck involved with the top edge going to the boundary, but again, bowling short not proving to be a very fruitful option for the bowler, especially when you have so much pace and you don't have protection there. Bisecting the 2 fielders at the deep behind the V to perfection.
Some adjustment in the field. Mid-on goes back. Deep fine leg comes inside the circle. There's a deep mid-wicket, deep square leg, and deep point in place as well for Nahidul. Last ball of the innings. A slower delivery. Straight to the field at mid-off. Will get a single. Looking for the second. No, they have to settle for 1. Nevertheless, a very good final over for Khulna. They managed to score 14 runs in the final over of the innings as they posted 171 for 7. It's a very good total on the board for Khulna, Shanur.
Runs on the board, absolutely. And being at a precarious position, losing the first wicket without a run scored, the second one with just 4 runs on the board, and the third one for 13 when the captain Mohammad Mithun was out. From there, Soumya Sarkar and Afif Hussain Dhruvo forming a big partnership before Soumya was out for 130. Yes, they will be the happier of the 2 sides, having lost the toss and being put on to bat first. Nahid Rana, slightly expensive, but that's the batting card. Imran gone without scoring. And 𝗂𝗚-𝗏𝗄𝗏 was the next one, but that 63 from Soumya Sarkar from just 34 deliveries. The standout performance, supported well by Afif Hussain, 50 from 45. There were some useful contributions at the death, especially the 17 from 11 by Nahidul, as they posted 171 for 7.
Yeah, the wickets so far for Khulna division starting off really well. Rajshahi, courtesy of Nihaduzaman, picking up 2 early wickets. Mehrab also bowled really well. First 4 overs bowled by the spinners, and after losing 3 early wickets, they managed to bounce back. Some good shots, but Nihaduzaman held his composure. But since then, it was Afif Hussain and Soumya Sarkar played some glorious shots. Both the batters looked so elegant, timing the ball to perfection and also finding those gaps pretty often.
Yeah, when you see left-handers playing shots, it's always nice, and we know how elegant they can be, especially that shot over the covers. There was timing, there was placement, and there was power as well. Whatever was required, these 2 did. And at that point, it looked like 200 was on the cards. But there were some wickets in the end. Once they went, as you see how scenic Sylhet and the stadium looks. That's the bowling card. Nihaduzaman started off well, 3 overs for 20, the 2 wickets to him. Mehrab also picked up a wicket apiece for Shafiqul Shanto. Nahid Rana, slightly expensive at the death, he also had 1. And Taijul, just the 1 over for him, he picked up a wicket. Perhaps the captain Nazmul Hussain Shanto getting that one wrong by not bowling his frontline spinner a bit more.
172 is the target for Rajshahi division. To win this game, it's going to be an interesting chase here at the Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. We'll take a short break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back soon.
Okay, ready.
কংগ্রাচুলেশন সৌম্য সরকার, দারুণ একটা নক খেলেছেন। যে রানটা হয়েছে ওভারঅল শুরুর কথা থেকেই যদি বলি, আপনি নামার পর এক প্রান্তে দেখছিলেন উইকেট পড়ছিল, তখন আসলে মাইন্ডসেটটা কি ছিল যে ইনিংসটা লম্বা করতে হবে বা কি করতে হবে?
হ্যাঁ, অবশ্যই একটু ভিন্ন ছিল, কারণ আর্লি উইকেট পড়ে গেছে, পাওয়ার প্লের মধ্যে রানটাও একটু কম ছিল। তো ফিফার আমি যখন ব্যাটিং করছিলাম তখন চিন্তা করছিলাম যত ডিপে যাওয়া যায় দুইজন, আর তাছাড়াও ওদের বোলিং একটাই ছিল যে দুইটা লেফট আর্ম ছিল, তারা আমাদের জন্যই আসতে পারছিল না, দুইটাই লেফট আর্ম ব্যাটার আমরা ব্যাটিং করছিলাম। তো ওইটা ওয়েট করছিলাম, তার মধ্যে শান্ত এসে বল করছে, ওইটাও আমরা একটু চার্জ করছি। আদার্স যে অপশনাল বলারগুলো বল করছে ওইগুলোর দিকে বেশি ফোকাস করছিলাম।
আপনাদের উইকেটের ব্যাপারে অ্যাসেসমেন্টটা কেমন ছিল ব্যাটিং উইকেটটা?
না, ওভারঅল উইকেটটা ভালো ছিল। আমি যতক্ষণ ব্যাটিং করেছি খুবই ভালো ছিল। হ্যাঁ, আর্লি উইকেট পড়েছে, তার জন্য হয়তো একটু স্লো ব্যাটিং করা লাগছে বা একটা পার্টনারশিপ তৈরি করা লাগছে নতুন করে। সো এটাই, ওভারঅল ভালো উইকেট ছিল।
টোটালটা 171, ডিফেন্ডেবল?
ডিপেন্ড করে, কারণ উইকেট অ্যাকচুয়ালি আমি যেটা বললাম উইকেটটা ভালো। যদি আমরা আর্লি কিছু উইকেট নিতে পারি আমার যেন মনে হয় টিমের বলারদের জন্য খুবই ভালো হবে, যে শেষের দিকে ভালো বল করার জন্য।
কংগ্রাচুলেশনস, ভালো খেলেছেন, আশা করি আপনার দলও ভালো করবে আজকে।
জি, থ্যাংক ইউ।
Hello and welcome back from this beautiful Sylhet International Cricket Stadium. We are here at the 𝗚 Islami Bank presents NCL T20 powered by Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink. The tournament once again resuming here at this beautiful stadium in Sylhet after Rajshahi division winning the toss and opted to bowl first. They've managed to restrict Khulna to 171. Not a bad total posted by Khulna after being sent to bat, courtesy of 𝗂𝗺𝗃𝗃 63 of just 34 deliveries, and 𝗃𝗵𝐵𝗴𝗃 providing a good partnership alongside 𝗂𝗺 scoring 50 of 45. 𝗫𝗏𝗠l also chipping in 17 of just 11 deliveries in the end as they posted 171 for 7. With the ball, it was 𝗫𝗏𝗠 who remained the pick of the bowlers, 2 for 20 from his 3 overs, 1 each for Mehrob, Shafiqul, Shanto and Nahid Rana, along with Taijul Islam who just bowled 1 over. Welcome back again, Shomon Noy. It's a good total on the board. It's going to be an interesting chase.
Thank you very much, Mazharuddin. And still a very good morning, 2 minutes to noon. But yeah, given what Nazor Shantos had mentioned during the toss with me, that they would be happy with anything under 160. Well, in that regard, it's 171 on the board. And a lot of credit is due to Shomo Sarkar and Afif Hussain Dhrubo for their partnership of 117 runs they put up, especially after the top order collapsed. They lost 3 wickets in quick succession, 13 for 3 in 2.4 overs. On-field umpires making their way in, umpire Asadur Rahman and Barkadullah Turki. They've done a good job so far.
Yeah, TV umpire Mohammad Kamruzzaman alongside match referee Supriya Rani Dash. So far it has been a very good start to this phase of NCL T20. And the weather is outstandingly well. Yes, a bit hot and humid, but at the same time, it's an ideal condition for a T20 match. The wicket looks really good. And the batters applied themselves, as you mentioned rightly, especially 𝗂𝗺 Sarkar and Afif Hussain. But at the moment, all eyes will be on these 2 batters of Khulna division, Rajshahi division, beg your pardon. They will be chasing a challenging target of 172. However, the surface looks really good, and I'm hoping it's going to be an exciting chase.
Yeah, the serene city of shrines. We are here in Sylhet with 𝗚 Islami Bank National Cricket League T20 25-26, powered by Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink in association with Walton, Lilly, Oryx and Ace Properties. Taking nothing away from 𝗫𝗏𝗠l as well for the cameo he played at the very end. Obviously helped the team's cause to get them to a total of 171. And that means Rajshahi need 172. You mentioned the 2 batters. You've seen Nazmul Hussain Shanto and perhaps Habibur Rahman Chauhan also opening the batting. So they'll need to get runs on the board, especially when they know the target. They need to have a good power play first up.
Yeah, skipper Nazmul Hussain Shanto will have to take the responsibility opening innings for Rajshahi. Khulna will be upbeat with the score on the board. It's a very good total, 171. As Khulna also operating with spin, pretty similar to how Rajshahi started off. First ball, short ball pulled away. Rajshahi and Nazmul Hussain Shanto are off the mark.
Yeah, spin first up, Jahidullah. Beginning proceedings for Khulna with the ball in hand from the 𝗚 Islami Bank end. So now the righty on strike. It's Habibur Rahman Chauhan, the 2 fielders with the power play restrictions outside the circle are deep square leg and long on.
Down the leg side, We'll get a few runs here. Chase is on, does really well. Going for the third. Very good running between the wicket, between these two batters. Outstanding cricket.
Yeah, good calling. Good calling. Just fresh new batters, the openers, and I'd like to think that Shanto is the one who led the calls here. Because finally, for the third run in the completion, he was going at the danger end. Slow left arm orthodox, coming into the left-handed batter.
Just goes through away from the left-hander. Never easy for a bowler to adjust when you have a left and right-hand combination right at the start, especially for a spinner with the field restrictions coming into play. Top edge and dropped. Not an easy chance, but in this sort of cricket, in this sort of level, you need to grab those.
A bit of fortune for the batter, for the Rajshahi skipper. Well, good line outside the off, tempting the batter. He goes for it, induces that top edge. And then Mrityunjay Chaudhary, with that despairing dive to his right, did manage to get a hand to it, but did not grasp it. Goes for 4.
Again on the shorter side. The connection was sweet. Outstanding placement as well. Boundary for skipper Nazmul Hossain Shanto after being dropped in the previous ball.
And how often do we see this? Rubbing salt into the wounds. Bowler will not feel good. This time, the bounce did not surprise him. Far better control. Waited for it off the back foot, plays it in front of square, and it raced off the bat for a boundary of Nazmul Hossain Shanto.
It's been a good start in the first over. 12 so far coming in the first 5 deliveries. Back-to-back boundaries. One was fortunate and the other one was a very good shot by Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Not trying to turn the ball, Jayed. Just floating in the air. Fine leg inside the circle. The short square leg as well. Again, shot outside the off stump, straight to the fielder. Nevertheless, a very good start for Rajshahi. 12 coming from the first over. Nazmul Hossain Shanto 9 of 5, Habibur 3 of 1. The target for Rajshahi is 172. They are 12 for none in the first over. A bit of fortune as well for skipper Nazmul Hossain Shanto as he was dropped by Mrityunjay Chaudhary at short third. A relatively tough chance, but you needed to grab those if you want to make an impact early on in the innings. So far, it's been a good start for Rajshahi. Now pace from the other end. We've seen spin from both ends for Rajshahi, but for Khulna, it's Rabiul Haq to start the proceedings with the new ball from Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink end. A bit of swing. Wild Hoik will get a boundary. The connection was good. Even the field at deep point was not able to stop that one.
The first boundary of Chauhan's bat was full. He took the charge. Was brave enough to go after it, and importantly kept it along the ground. A square drive for 4. I'd just like to add that a slip was given to Rabiul Haq first up. Now, after that boundary, in the very second delivery, that slip has been removed and that point region covered. I'd still like to give him a slip because there was hint of swing.
Habibur-Rahman Chauhan has made up his mind. This is how he plays, wide given. But the way he swings the bat, he just wants to dispatch that out of the ground.
But not through the line of the ball. What's good to see is straight up after that shot, Nazmul Hossain Shanto walks up to him, has a word. But just to go back to the previous conversation, I'd still like to have that slip in place because Robiul is capable of moving the ball. We've seen hint of swing from him, taking the ball away from the right-handed batter. With the new ball, give him some attacking.
Too wide again. Smashed this through the offside for boundary. You mentioned about having a slip for Robiul, but for that he needs to bowl a bit fuller and closer to the batter.
Which he did, the very first delivery. Now, the slip is removed, the sense of protection as the point fielder is there. He pulls the length back, two back. Comfortable length with room offered and punished by Chauhan.
This time on the onside, he'll only get a single. But the intentions are very clear. Someone like Habibur who loves to play his shots, he will go after the bowlers.
Which is positive. Positive as far as Rajshahi are concerned. Big smile on Shanto's face, Zia as well. But, you can't, just the beginning of this innings. You're in the second over. I understand giving protection to your bowler, but also back him up to go ahead and take some wickets. T20, well, you need to be aggressive here.
What a shot. That is a gorgeous shot by Nazmul Hossain Shanto. This is probably the shot of the day for me. Straight back past the bowler. Outstanding.
Well, we were talking about him pitching the ball up. Wasn't that bad a delivery, but countered with even better a shot from Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Downtown, along the ground. Definitely one of the contenders along with that drive from Dhruvo.
Short ball this time, pulled away. We'll get another boundary. Not good bowling by Robiul. He's been wavered right from the start and now paying the price.
Trying too many things. Too many things. Again, short. Enough time offered and grabbed by both hands by Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Pulled away. And with the power play restrictions in place, as long as you find the gap, you will get a boundary. Third one in this over by Robiul. Second over of the innings.
Roll of the fingers this time. Adjusted well Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Tap and run. Good cricket all around. End of the over. A flying start for Rajshahi. They are 31 without loss.
ভাই একটু ওই যে বাতাসে উড়ে যাইতেছে ঠিক আছে এখন ঠিক আছে ওটা ভালো রাইট ভাই ওটা ঠিক আছে না একটু যাবে একটু মনে গিলে ভালো ভাই একটু যাবেন হালকা
He's been a prolific performer in the domestic circuit. We've seen him performing really well in the Bangladesh Premier League. He's a very economical bowler. Doesn't give an inch to the batter. Started off with a shot outside the off stump. Nazmul Hossain Shanto, the type of form he is in, he's not going to miss that one.
Well, it seemed, to be fair, that the first delivery was sort of a loose, a bit of flight offered. Yeah, look at that. Bit of flight offered, didn't want to give him too much space. But he rocked back onto the back foot, bought time for himself and put it away from the fielder.
Must say the line hasn't been right so far from the Khulna bowlers. They bowled a lot of short and wide deliveries, both the seamers and the spinners. And despite having the total of 171 on the board, they are already under some sort of pressure as Rajshahi, 36 without loss. We are into the third over. Habibur-Rahman Sohan bending on his knees over the fielder's head at short square leg for a boundary.
Well, enough. The intent was there. Execution. He had enough behind it. Nicely maneuvered. Knows the fielders inside. All he had to do is put it up and away from those fielders, which he did.
What a start for Rajshahi. Again offline, poor bowling by Nahidul. This time goes all the way for maximum. A long hop and Habibur-Rahman Sohan says thank you.
That one was middled so sweetly. It flew off the bat of Habibur-Rahman. Played along with the turn, which was key. And helped it on its way for a 6.
Goes again. Once again, the result is similar. Back-to-back sixes from Habibur-Rahman. Not good bowling by Nahidul. He knew there's two fielders inside the circle at short fine leg and short square leg. And he's getting a bit of turn, so the ball will go towards down the leg side. And the batter, easy picking for him.
He's just playing it along with the turn. A 4, 6, and now another 6. All the 3 boundaries hit by Habibur-Rahman Sohan have been in that region, deep backward square leg. And that prompts a change in the field. Now the long on comes in, square leg drops back.
And this time he goes in front of square. Fielder at deep square leg does well. But Habibur-Rahman Sohan will get a couple. He reaches to 30 of just 8 deliveries. Perhaps there's a boundary check. We need to have a look at it again.
Yeah, Robiul Haq, the fielder there, just been put there. And maybe did not expect the ball to come so quickly. Well, Habibur-Rahman has been favoring that side, particularly against this over against Nahidul. TV umpire just having a check. Mohammad Kamruzaman. With all the angles being provided so that TV umpire has all the necessary evidence to give it a fair call. But as of now, it seems that it was a good effort in the deep by Robiul. Yeah, that will be the end of the over and declared 2 runs, 54 without loss after 3.
Just the type of start Rajshahi would have hoped for. They are 54 for none in chase of 172. As skipper Mohammad Mithun brings in the most experience. Mehdi Hasan Miraj into the attack, the off spinner. He's got a deep mid-wicket and long off in place against Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Drifting down the leg side. Not given as wide. Shanto a bit surprised. So as I. Nicely bowled again. Taking the pace off the ball will be the key in this sort of surface. We have seen how Nihaduzzaman extracted a bit of purchase from the surface, bowling a lot slower.
Coming over.
Using all his assets is Mohammad Mithun. Bringing in Miraj, looking for that breakthrough because this is proving to be a very dangerous partnership. The top of the order for Rajshahi.
Look how slowly he bowls, Medias and Miraj, immediately realizing the fact that there is something on the surface, but you have to bowl slow to get something out of it. Goes for that big one again. Straight to the field at deep mid wicket. Will only get a single.
Yeah, that's just not to give the batters the pace they're liking on the bat. It's a good surface. Quite consistent in terms of bounce. Sometimes keeping a bit low. Sometimes the odd one bouncing off. But otherwise, very trustworthy. Been helped with stats from our fellow colleague ABPB. You know, we mentioned how Habibur Rahman Chauhan likes to bat this way. He was for Rajshahi in the previous edition of the NCL T20 the highest run getter, 259 if we are on the spot, and he scored them at a strike rate of 160.
And that's the most important aspect of Habibur Rahman Chauhan's batting, the strike rate. Even now in this game, he's 31 of just 11 deliveries, providing those stats they wanted. End of over number 4, they are 57 without loss.
Bowling from the Al Arafa Islami Bank end. Rajshahi off to a flyer. Some good lines and lengths here to start things off. Shanto being watchful on 25 from 14 as I welcome alongside ABP, Ahmed bin Parvez. Welcome back.
Thank you so much, Shanur. Mrityunjoy. Can he bring joy? No, he can't. Nazmul Shanto can. Gets a boundary. Ball races on like a bullet. An excellent start in the power plays. Just the kind of start that Rajshahi needed in this run chase.
See ball, hit ball. Just stood his ground, waited for the ball to come at the bat. And given there's a lot of vacant spaces in the outfield, played over the top. Looks to double the dosage, but on this occasion doesn't middle it, still gets a run, gets the strike rotating.
Mrityunjoy has had a good season in the NCL, had a good outing in the BPL as well this year, has that potential, went along on tour to Australia with the Bangladesh A team, played the T20 series over there. Will have a lot of the responsibility to bowl. Habibur Rahman Chauhan, 31, just from 11. just where he ended last season in the NCL. Top run getter for Rajshahi.
Goes over the top again. There's a fielder giving chase. Just lands in front. That deep covered region, in fact. Not getting the middle of it. But you saw that strike rate, 281 for Sohan.
Excellent strike rate. Still going high, trying to clear the inner circle. Did that. Fielder thought he could get underneath. It's very tough, always running behind. Keep an eye on the ball as well.
A very good comeback delivery. More of that would be required. A few more dot balls, full and length deliveries at the block hole. Try and keep Sohan quiet. He's on 33 from just 13.
They need wickets right now. Absolutely in search of wickets here. We've got a few leaders in the team. Enamul Haq Bijoy, Mohammad Mithun, the skipper. Shombo Sharkar, Afif Dhrubo. Lots of experience there. Taijul as well.
Again, this time it's muscled. It goes all the way. A 6 to finish things off. And after 5, it's 64 without loss.
Come boys! Come on!
মিথুন ভাই শান্ত মারুক তো আমারে এত যখন মাইর খাইতেছে আর তো আপনি আসেন এটা আসেন তাই না আসেন দাদা ঢুকেন
Well, 70 without loss. Still one more over left in the power play, but the way Sohan is batting, along with Shanto, really they're clearing the field, clearing the boundary with ease. Another 6 to Sohan's name right now. That's the third one. 3 4s and 3 6s so far. Shanto, on the other hand, with 6 4s. Mirat starting off with the dot ball. Shanto giving the strike back to Sohan.
Shanto's sitting comfortable. Really happy to give Sohan the strike. Habibur Rahman Sohan has got some hard-hitting credentials to his name. And he loves Khulna as the opponent. Was the player of the match against Khulna in the last season of the NCL T20 when Rajshahi were chasing 172. Score is very similar this time around as well. Big appeal. Scamper for a single. Speaking of Sohan and his love for Khulna. He scored 66, was the player of the match in that particular game. So he would be a telling factor as he's showing it right now. 39 of 15, a rollicking start.
We'll have to pull that again. Bowler under pressure, clearly. Slightly premeditating on that occasion, Miraj. And yeah, the current ODI team captain versus the former ODI team captain right now. Will be a good game of cat and mouse, you feel. Very well bowled. Keeping things quiet here, Miraj. After the wide, immediately changes his line.
It's difficult bowling within the power plays, especially for a spinner. He's done it well so far, Mehdi Miraj. Shanto, he knows the team has got a great start here. They don't need to take a lot of risks. Run rate well under control. So the end of the power play, and it's 71 for no loss.
সামনের পাটা যেখানে থাকে ফিরে গেছে
এখানে দাঁড়াবেন ওইখানে হচ্ছে গাইডলাইন হোয়াইট মার্কিংটা তখন আবার পিছে চলে আসবে বুঝতে পারছেন
মানে আমি যদি এখানে দাঁড়াই তাহলে আমার এটা কাউন্ট হবে
There's the signal for the end of the power play. The field spreads out a bit.
দাদা একটু ভিতরে ঢোকেন ছাতাই
Long on and long off in place. A deep point as well. A deep backward square leg and a cow corner. The field spreading out as much as possible after what has been a fantastic power play. J into the attack and starts off with a wide. They can't give away extra runs, especially when the opposition, they've gotten off to such a good start. Rajshahi 72 without loss. Oh, now perhaps just going down leg. Maybe a bit of bat involved as well. Oh, again, beaten by the flight. Jayed really mixing his pace nicely, making 𝗂𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗻𝗄 wait for it. And that's 2 occasions where he's completely been bamboozled by the bowler. Making some room, this time connects. And into the gap, 1 bounce for a boundary.
The wait has paid dividends for 𝗂𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗻𝗄. He saw the gap between long on and mid wicket, chose the cow corner region, waited for that, placed it extremely well. He's looking in very, very good touch here. The wicket looks great for batting. He's making best use of it here. 43 already. Syed, after 3 good deliveries, concedes a boundary.
Cut away, but straight to the fielder at deep point. So 5 runs from the over so far. With the power play done and dusted, all of a sudden the field spreads out. Scoring boundaries becomes a bit more difficult. And yeah, just taking a look at that field, there is a long on and long off, a deep square leg, deep backward square leg, a deep point as well for Shanto. He can manage to get it to deep cover, looks for the second, decides against it. 7 overs done. It is 78 without loss.
ওই ট্রিগারটা হচ্ছে দাগ একদম পয়েন্ট সামনে ওর ভিতর দিয়ে বল দিলে ওয়াইড ডেড লাইন যদি বল যদি পায় দেন চলে যায়
ভাই ওভার ভালো করেন দেখেন খেলা ঘুরে যাবে বললাম তো এখান থেকে
কামিং ওভার ফর ইউ
খেলা অত ইজি না বাউন্ডারি লাগবে আরে 70 রান আছে 8 করে উঠে গেলে হয়ে যাবে
And aided ably by his captain, the Rajshahi captain Najmul Hussain Shanto, who's on 32. Zia Rahman starts from the Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink end. Inside edge. And again, good understanding between the two, taking a quick single.
They've played well. They've played really well. Khulna bowlers trying to figure out what the bowling combinations would be, a roll of the wrist from Zia Rahman. It's that kind of a bowler, usually depends on lack of pace, just trying to bowl stump to stump. He finds Sohan in front of him. Let's see what the field position is. Would be interesting. The leg side is packed with fielders in the boundary.
Again, pace off. Straight to the fielder. Smart bowling by the experienced Xiao.
Yes, he is experienced. He has quite a few international matches under his belt as well. The early 2010s, 11s and 12s, Ziaur Rahman regularly featured for the Bangladesh national team in T20I format.
Does he find the gap? Yes, he does, but there is a fielder. Does well? No, doesn't. Goes for another boundary. Some sloppy fielding in the end, giving Sohan 4 more runs.
That should have been stopped. Very, very sloppy there. Sohan goes hard. Did not find the middle of the bat though. The entire area covered and then just falls over. Freebie runs for Habibur Sohan. Moves on to 48.
Cuts it away again into the gap. This is a chase for 2 fielders. Will run away to the fence. 4 more. And that's his half century. A 50 from just 23 deliveries.
Fantastic knock. What a knock. Deserves all the praise from the captain and his teammates. Again, a slower one. Much predicted. This time stands his ground. And then that cut shot finds its way to the boundary. Afif gives up chase right at the end. It's hot, it's humid, it's tough for the fielders and bowlers as well. Sohan making it look very easy at the moment. When he starts, he really goes big. 52 from 23. Habibur Rahman Sohan, 6 fours and 3 sixes. Strike rate staggering, 226 for the right-handed batter.
A play and a miss here, but that's really brought the required run rate down to 6.99 at the moment. Current run rate well over 10, 11.11 to be exact. These two have batted splendidly. 9 runs from the over, despite Ziaur bowling a few good deliveries. Again, at the block hole, digs it out for another run to rotate and retain the strike. After 8, it's 88 without loss.
As Khulna thought they scored a competitive 171. The tide could turn, but for that, Khulna will need to break this partnership. It's a new partnership here at the Combox as well, welcoming Shomonnoi Ghosh. I'm sure you've enjoyed this opening stand from Habibur Sohan and Shanto.
You surely have. The fireworks under the burning sun here in Sylhet. So yeah, you must have missed your eye if you don't have your eyes on T Sports or TapMad. Al-Arafa Islami Bank presents National Cricket League T20 25-26 powered by Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink. Mid-innings Chaudhary coming into bowl from the Al-Arafa Islami Bank and looking to break this partnership, who are going great guns. So hasn't only been about power. Yes, he struck the ball well. Yes, he has attacked the bowlers. He's made everything into his favor. But the importance of singles such as this in the very first delivery, soft hands, gives the strike back to the skipper.
Rightly pointed out there, has been some improvement in the way Sohan goes about his innings right now. Previously, we'd seen him go after each and every ball, trying to hit it out of the park. He's trying to sort his offside game, trying to milk.
Oh, that's crunched. Crunched through deep extra cover by Nazmul Hussain Shanto. Short again. I think both these batters, but even Shanto, when I was doing my previous stint, it seemed as if he's getting extra time.
He is, and that's the sign of a class batter out there. The gap was there to be found. Got that with a lot of precision here, Shanto. Getting his runs not as briskly as Sohan, but very useful. The opening stand already moving to 93. Mridtyunjoy struggling at the moment. 18 conceded.
Full inside edge. Luck in favor of the batter on this occasion. They run back for two. Even that inside edge of Mridtyunjoy's pace, it raced towards the boundary.
Tad bit lucky there, Nazmul Hussain. Whenever Mridtyunjoy goes full, there is a potential to pick up a wicket. Just hasn't done it with consistency. 39 of 25, 7 fours, no sixes for Shanto.
Change of pace, aerial. Away from that fielder at mid-off. Again they run back and get 2 runs. Beg your pardon, in fact they settle for a single on this occasion.
That was a very good fielding effort there. Had to run towards the boundary. A quick turn and throw from Bijoy, still trying to encourage his teammates. Can't have their heads down at the moment. History speaks for itself. Khulna, they lost to Rajshahi in the previous edition of the NCL T20.
Just check shot. It's in the air for a bit. Changing the angle, Mridtyunjoy coming around the wicket.
Doesn't move his feet a lot, Sohan, which is why sometimes struggles to find runs through the offside. Mostly loves the straightish areas and then the leg side as well. 54 of 27, a fantastic knock so far.
Oh, that's a beamer. Will be a no ball for sure, but that has flown all the way. Yes, confirmation from the on-field umpire Asadur Rahman. Use the pace of the bowler. It was a beamer, warning from the umpire to the bowler as well. But he wasn't. His concentration wasn't disturbed by it. Habibur made the most of it.
So wonderfully timed shot there. Just look at that. Seems like he anticipated something of that sort might be coming his way, but absolutely awkward from Mridtyunjoy. Ball release did not happen. But once you're in good touch, just can't hit everything out of the park. Sohan's just doing that. 60 of 28. Free hit to contend with.
Hundreds also come up. Free hit and gleefully taken by Habibur Rahman. Off drive for 4. And that will end the over. They made merry of this Mridtyunjoy over. It's 107 without loss, Rajshahi. Cruising along Rajshahi. 𝗵𝗺𝗲𝗂𝗂𝗏 along with the skipper Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Are having a great time in the middle. Oh, was in the slot. And that's launched off the runway by Nazmul Hossain Shanto. Goes downtown for a maximum.
That was an awesome shot there from Shanto. Full and in his arc. Mehdi Hasan Miraj flights it. And there she goes. High and handsome. Just can't bowl him within his hitting arc there. Shanto was prepared, cleared his front foot. Beautiful flow of the bat. Followed by a paddle. Things are getting tough. In fact, Khulna, they actually haven't even created some good chances to pick up a wicket. It's been kind of a chanceless partnership here.
I think they haven't given away much as far as Habibur Chauhan and Nazmul Shanto are concerned. Taken on the bowlers. In fact, I think, you know, that takes me back to that 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃. The first delivery, he pitched it up, goes for 4, even against Shanto. Shanto hit great. With that straight drive, which Mazhar Omi mentioned was the shot of the day for him. Those were not entirely bad deliveries, and he was getting the ball to move. But I felt someone should have gone to Robiul and encouraged him to pitch it up because he was getting some swing. Down on one knee and launched into the stands. Habibur is playing some music. Another 6.
That was a good bat swing from Habibur Chauhan. We were speaking of Robiul's swing with the ball, but look at that swing from Habibur's bat. Onto his knees, smashed it. Went a long, long way. The fielder was a spectator. The wicket looks very good for batting. The Rajshahi openers making best use of it. The last edition of the NCL T20, we saw a century being scored by a batter in the first game. It was Zishan Alam that time. Can Habibur Chauhan follow suit? They still have more than 50 runs to score, and he's on 70.
One thing for sure, I think this is a very good track to bat on. And that also gives credit to the Rajshahi bowlers who bowled and managed to limit Khulna to 170 because they need around 5 runs and over from here on. He has been blasting. He's been blasting Habibur Rahman Chauhan. Great guns. The outfield has been lightning quick. Surface, I think the batters have trusted the bounce as well. Another very good over as far as Rajshahi are concerned. And it's 122 without loss. And that calls for the players to hydrate. It's a drinks break.
Back after the drinks break. It's been an excellent run chase from Rajshahi, trying to come back into this tournament after a very, very close fought defeat. The only previous match that went on to ground this season's Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 2025-26 powered by 𝗃𝗏 Electrolyte Sports Drink. Players should be happy after a well-deserved high. And now it's time for Zia Rahman, the experienced medium pacer, to come in from the Al-Arafa Islami Bank end to face the song. It's Nazmul Hossain Shanto, very close to yet another T20 50. A low full toss, driven well. Straight to long off. He'll have to wait to celebrate. After 49, Sohan has been the aggressor. He's back on strike.
Yeah, they've actually complemented each other quite well. You know, Sohan, given the encouragement to bat brave he has, with composure added by the skipper. And even then, his strike rate is 163, just a single away from getting the first half century in this edition of the Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by 𝗃𝗏. But that also goes on to tell you how hot Habibur Rahman has been. Wide Yorker. Idea was right. Execution not as much, and hence penalized by the umpire.
That is something Zia wouldn't have wanted to see. A wide means another delivery. Walks back to his bowling mark. Only the ones who are in and around the stadium knows how hot it is. It's been a sizzling innings from Sohan. Yes, it's shaking because he's shook the foundations of the Khulna bowlers right from the top. It's been an excellent knock. It's been a brave knock from Sohan.
Well bowled, well bowled. One of those rare occasions where Habibur could not get bat to ball.
This is exactly what happens, especially after a break. It was just a 3-minute odd break. The players could re-strategize. Just think about what's happening. This over going well so far for the Khulna side. Just the 2 runs conceded by Zia.
Not sure exactly what, but well within his right was the batter. Moves away last minute. Zia not entirely happy, but not making a fuss of it. Field is spread. Long on, long off. Deep mid-wicket. Deep extra cover. Deep backward point as well. So he can't bowl short. Wide Yorkers will be the way. Takes pace off. And he takes that region. No square leg there. He drags it from outside the off. And still gets the 6.
That is an excellent shot. An off-cutter, almost an off-spinner. Played with the turn, it seems. He knew what was coming up, picked it up. It had a lot of height and got the distance as well. Off to 77. 130 for no loss. This has been an immaculate run chase so far.
Better. In the block hole on the off stump.
None of the bowlers impressed. Maybe barring Rabiul Haq. Got some swing, we talked about that. Mohammad Mithun did not go back to the faster bowlers during the power play, and right now there's almost nothing in for the bowlers. They're just stalling hard. Again, nice shot. Just finds the gap. That's the kind of day Habibur Rahman Sohan's having at the moment. Whatever he touches turns to gold. Another boundary. One of his best looking shots in this innings. A classical cover drive. 2 fielders in the boundary, but he bisects them with ease and precision. Good overturning bat for Khulna once again. An expensive one for them.
Manager single now. This makes it 13 runs of the over and will retain strike as well. Enjoying the batting. 135 without loss.
Mithun, 1 minute down. Captain informed. Thank you. What do you get for you?
Soumya Sarkar introduced into the attack from the 𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏𝗃𝗏 sports drink end. And Chauhan just tucks it, Habibur Rahman Chauhan, and gives the strike to the captain.
Santo, coming over for you.
Now there's an interesting stats thrown by you when you were off the mic. There was a similar total put up by Khulna last season of the NCL T20. 172 on that occasion, 171 today, 172 the target. And one would say it was chased down, not entirely. It was here in Sylhet, but the outer ground, and perhaps due to the lack of light, the DLS method was used. But even then, who was the hero?
The one who's standing the non-striker's end right now, 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗲𝗄𝗏. He was the player of the match. And looks like history could repeat itself once again.
On this occasion, Shanto gets to his 50. Well played half-century by the Rajshahi captain. 50 of just 32 deliveries. They've played so well together. Right and left-hand batting combination, but no short of firepower. They've been attacking the bowlers from both ends. No respite allowed. Struck firmly. There is protection. Overthrows. A bit casual from Shomo Sarkar, even though he's not happy with the throw coming in. But a bonus run given, allowed.
85 from 39. We spoke about how brilliant Shanto's innings was. 50 of 32. Just a solitary 6 and 7 fours. This time he goes high, one bounce, and finds the rope once again. 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗲𝗄𝗏, you can't pull him there.
Oh, things are looking so easy for them. Outside the off, was short. Got a lot of time. And he put a lot of bat onto it. Just have a feeling, with the sun baking down, the surface has gotten better for batting.
Speaking of the surface, the openers made best use of the good batting conditions. And it's getting extremely difficult for the fielding side as well. The end of the over, after 12, it's 144 for no loss.
Outstanding partnership between these two batters, Nazmul Hossain Shanto and 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗲𝗄𝗏. 144 of just 73 deliveries. Sohan approaching his 100. He's on 90 of just 41. Nazmul Hossain Shanto just reached his 50 of 32 deliveries. And it has been an outstanding chase so far for Rajshahi division. In chase of 172, they are cruising along 144 without loss. As the bowler started off with a boundary. 𝗵𝗺𝗀𝗲𝗄𝗏 is looking to reach that 100 in a hurry. Hello, Shanur.
Yeah, he's greeted us with another breathtaking shot. Inside out, over the top. He's 6 runs shy of that triple figure mark. And they're racing along towards that 172 target. 2 runs short of 150. Just look at that. Flaying his bat at it into the gap. Understanding where the gaps are when he's going for those boundaries. Robiul will have to change his lineup given that there's not much protection at the deep cover region.
That was too close to cut. He needs to be careful. Just 6 runs shy from his 100. He's played really well and he deserves this 100.
Yeah, 94 runs from 43 balls, 6 sixes, 10 fours, 3 times he's run doubles, 9 singles in there, very few dot balls. That was one of those rare dot ball occasions, which is why his strike rate is above 200, and it's been above 200 the entire time during this innings, which is the best part of it, if you ask me. Robiul once again in consultation with his captain as to how he wants to go about things. The last delivery was good. That length needs to be maintained.
Short ball, appeal from the keeper. He's looking at the leg umpire and the umpire whether it's given as wide or not. But tempting, surely tempting Habibur-Rahman Chauhan with fine leg up inside the circle. He's got a deep square leg. So asking Chauhan to play that pull shot.
Just 24 runs required, but also 6 runs required for Chauhan to reach his century. So he wouldn't want to throw it away after doing all the hard work.
Across the line, he will be cursing himself, Habibur-Rahman Chauhan. It was a nothing shot in the end, and an unfortunate way to be dismissed after scoring 94 as Robiul strikes for the first time for Khulna.
Yeah, he'll be deeply disappointed. The last delivery almost gave him an idea of what sort of ball could have troubled him. The second ball of the over, beg your pardon. And this one kept a tad low, but really Chauhan, he could have played it a lot better. Perhaps expecting a bit more bounce. In the end, it wasn't there to be played off the back foot like that. It was a shot that needed to be played on the front foot. He goes for a really well played 94. In the end, finally, the first wicket is down for 148.
Khulna finally manages to break this opening partnership as Sabbir Hossain, the new man in for Rajshahi. And he is here because Habibur-Rahman Chauhan just missed the opportunity to score 100. I think he misread the length completely. He was premeditated trying to play that on the onside and eventually paid the price.
Chauhan's previous best, in fact, in recognized T20 cricket was 66, so this would have been his first century. But in the end, he was undone by this. Oh, there was a roll of the hand, I believe, which is why the ball kept a bit low as well. So the roll of the wrist, some smart bowling by Robiul. Despite going for the boundary in the first ball, it's been a good comeback. They really have needed more of this, though you feel that the match result is a foregone conclusion.
Swing and a miss. Just looking back to Habibur-Rahman Chauhan's dismissal, Shahnur, I really felt that he should have played straight rather than playing on the onside. End of a successful over, 148 for 1.
Coming round for you.
The Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Turbo Electrolyte Sports Drink. As Nazmul Hossain Shanto is on strike. He's played well. Afif Hossain Dhruvo. Short ball, aerial, and it goes all the way for maximum. What a way to start the over.
Yeah, the last over began with a boundary. That was from the bat of Habibur Rahman Sohan. This one from his partner, his opening partner, Nazmul Hossain Shanto, making sure that the 150 is brought up in style from just 80 deliveries in 66 minutes. Afif Hussain bowled the first one very short.
Again bowled a lot slower, but a lot fuller this time. Straight as an arrow by Nazmul Hossain Shanto. That's a glorious shot, Shanu.
One off the back foot, this time on the front foot. And yeah, 10 runs from the first two deliveries, straight back over the bowler's head. He knew that he had overpitched. And let's keep in mind, Afif started his career as a spin bowler, but doesn't bowl regularly these days. This time into the gap, but will just be a single.
Knowing Afif for a while, I really feel he's changed his bowling action a bit, Shanu. If you have a close eye on his bowling action, and even the run-up, he tends to take a bit of time before releasing the ball, waiting for the batter, probably hoping to see him till the last moment.
It's been an interesting evolution because he's definitely been a bowler first in his career, and we have plenty of other examples like that in world cricket, the likes of Shoaib Malik, Sanat Jayasuriya, not comparing the players though. Oh, having to check his shot.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Afif started off as a bowler, but over the years, I really felt he should have improved his bowling a lot more than he does now. Again, a lot slower. Slog sweep straight to the field at deep mid-wicket. Will get a single. End of over number 14. Rajshahi need 12 runs to win. They are 160 for 1.
বলছি তো
This is just the 15th over. It's been a hard toil for the Khulna bowlers overall. So look at how he ran across like a striker. Beautiful side foot onto the stumps. Stumps broken with the batter well in. The umpires just wanted to make sure the bat was grounded and landed safely. Yes. Batter was well in. Good work from Robiul nonetheless. Has the hunger to still try and pick up wickets. Not to be giving up until the last ball is bowled. It's the Al-Arafa Islami Bank NCL T20 powered by Turbo. Just look at that scorecard. Ominous for Khulna. 160. So not out in the giant screen. Robiul back in his bowling mark from the Al-Arafa Islami Bank end. Welcome back, Shamunnoy.
Thank you, Ahmed bin Parvez. Now shy at the stumps. Not a close affair on that occasion. And inching towards victory here, Rajshahi.
Slowly but surely, the openers did all the legwork for this run chase. Was an opportunity once again. Not being able to hit the stumps. Shanto would be happy with this knock. It's a very good outing for the captain of the Rajshahi side. 61 not out. Seemed to be in very good form in the previous season of the NCL as well. Did not get a lot of chance to play in the BPL. Skied. Where is it landing? Lands safe and sound. Just a single for Shanto. One of the rare false shots he played in this innings.
Indeed. Yeah, one of those rare shots. One of the hands coming off. So one-handed in the end. But thankfully for the captain and Rajshahi, it fell safe. Just 10 runs away now. Sabbir has taken 7 deliveries for his 2. He does have that cushion, not in a rush. No scoreboard pressure.
Ducks underneath. Good aggressive bowling from Robiul. Taking the fight to the Rajshahi bowlers. Look the pick of the bowlers for Khulna. It's bowled with good rhythm this time round. Yes, above the head there, but the batter was stepping out, so maybe that swayed the decision making of the umpires. Touch and go for a wide call there.
That brilliant knock seems that will go in vain. Rangpur side have made their way in. The next match follows, which features them. Robiul coming in from the Al-Arafa Islami Bank end. Top edge. 2 fielders converging. Short fine leg contender. Second attempt. Takes it. Umpire at square leg was positioned very close to that fielder to judge that one. Asadur Rahman will consult with Barkatullah Turki. I think they have given it out. Yes. So Sabbir will have to make that long walk back. I'm sure he would have loved to see the team over the line, but not the case.
Again, mistimed. Did not have a good outing here. Sabbir wasn't able to time those balls. Ball came a tad too quick for his liking. Oh, made an easy catch look pretty much difficult. It was juggling literally. Finally takes the catch. Second wicket falls for Rajshahi. A well-deserved wicket for Robiul. Sabbir walks off. It's 162 for 2.
Right leg stump, right. Center right.
Pritam Kumar is the new batter in, but Robiul has been rightly rewarded. He's looking to get off the mark. Pritam Kumar. Will be end of the 15th. It's 162 for 2, Rajshahi.
White ball, white spinner. স্ক্রিনটা করতে হবে ওই যে ন্যাচারাল যে কালার
এটা কিন্তু পরে আর ইউজ করা যাবে না, হ্যাঁ? আমরা কিন্তু মেসেজ দিয়ে দিই।
Off spin introduced from the turbo end. Nahidul comes back. Went for plenty in his first over. Shanto happy to give the strike back to the fresh batter in 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃.
Still all smiles here, but definitely there will be a lot of thought behind what they should do better. Khulna side. Looked like they posted a competitive total, but Rajshahi openers really took the game away from them. But you can look at the body language of a few players. Someone like 𝗃𝗃𝗃𝗃 has been part of the NCL T20 side for Rangpur last season, who were the champions. This time round tries to find the gap. Tries to be satisfied with a single. The bat falls off 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃. And 𝗃𝗃𝗃 has actually been the only positive for Khulna, their bowling effort, showing that champion's mentality.
Yeah, those bicycles are on offer. Not for you, not for us, but for the batters, of course. The 𝗂𝐞𝐿 group, the perfect shot deserves the perfect ride. So if any batter can hit a six that directly hits the cutout of those 𝗂𝐞𝐿 bicycles outside the ring, they will win a bicycle from 𝗂𝐞𝐿 group. More sixes, more bicycles, and here in this Sylhet International Cricket Stadium, there are 4 such targets. In fact, 5, I can see. 5 such targets. We've seen plenty of sixes today, particularly in this innings. 8 sixes being hit. None of them managed that bicycle, at least not as of now. Yeah, that will end the over. Just a boundary away are Rajshahi from clinching their first win of this Al-Arafa Islamic Bank NCL. 168 for 2.
Shomo will have another crack from the Al-Arafa Islamic Bank end. Had a good outing with the bat. Spoke about the fact that Khulna will have to bowl really well to defend this total on a very, very good batting wicket in this heat. Field sets up for the new batter 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃.
I think it's only fair to go back to the toss. I think this was a very good toss to win for Nazmul Hussain Shanto, and a smart decision to field first. Again, to reiterate the fact that I think it has only gotten better for the batters. Taking nothing away from the batters, though. Could those be the winning runs? I think those will be from the bat of 𝗃𝗺𝗃𝗃. Boundary. The very first ball of the Shomo over that takes Rajshahi over the line, as they manage their first win of this Al-Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20, powered by Turbo, by 8 wickets. It's a very comfortable win as it stages in the end, with 3.5 overs remaining and 8 wickets in hand.
Yes, the heat might not be very comfortable, but the win was for Rajshahi. Bouncing baback from the defeat against Dhaka Metro, putting up the first points on the board. Khulna, on the other hand, would be disappointed with their overall bowling effort. Kudos to Nazmul Hossain Shanto and his men. As you can see, Rajshahi division won by 8 wickets, a comprehensive victory, keeping up the winning record against Khulna as they did in the previous edition. Nazmul Shanto would be happy with his knock. A good outing with the bat. Very difficult conditions. He stays not out. That's the important factor here for Rajshahi as they move ahead in this tournament.
Yeah, Shanto sees the team over the line. He remains not out. Here's the winning runs. Sliding down the leg. Nicely clipped off the pads by Pritam Kumar. Gets the boundary. And the winning runs in that form. Back in Rajshahi, they managed to play that opening encounter, just a 5-over encounter on that occasion. Did not manage the win, but here in Sylhet, changed their fortune, get a very convincing victory. Shanto sees the team over the line, but it was that knock of Habibur Rahman Chauhan that stands out. 94 of 45, a strike rate of 208, 10 boundaries, 6 sixes. Shanto and Chauhan put up a partnership of 148 runs that took the game away from Khulna. Still had a bit of batting to follow, but the top order did the trick for Rajshahi as they win it by 8 wickets.
Comprehensive victory there. Having a look at the Khulna division bowlers, a sorry tale for most of them, but Robiul can put his hand up and say, I've done my bit. 2 for 25. He's been the only wicket taker. Lots of bowling options being explored. None of them really succeeding to make inroads into this Rajshahi batting lineup. The first wicket fell at 148, which tells the entire story of this Khulna division bowling effort. Overall, it's been an entertaining game. Lots of runs being scored, 4s and 6s galore, especially from the Rajshahi batters and especially from Habibur Rahman Chauhan through the leg side, through the offside, grounded and aerial. Went for all sorts of shots. Nazmul Shanto, on the other hand, got the hang of proceedings, smashed the spinners all around. Ended up scoring 65 not out, but the other batters seemed to struggle. Sabbir falling off cheaply was a nice catch, and then the winning runs from Pritam Kumar, sealing the victory for Rajshahi. Victory by 8 wickets.
Well, this is the summary as the Al Arafa Islamic Bank NCL T20 resumes, powered by Turbo, of course. Rajshahi, Shanto won the toss, decided to have a field first, inviting Khulna to have a bat. Top order collapsed, lost 3 wickets quickly, but then that century over a century partnership between Shomu and Afif, 63 and 50 respectively. They batted well. Niyaduzaman bowled well, also 2 for 20. So did Merob. They put up 171 for 7, but in response, what a start by Habibur Rahman Chauhan and Nazmul Hossain Shanto. 172 they reach. They win the match by 8 wickets in the 17th over. And they've got it by 8 wickets. Time for a short break. We'll come back with the presentation.
নিয়াদুজ্জামান, কনগ্রাচুলেশনস ম্যাচটা জেতার জন্য। যখন প্রথমে বোলিং করতে এসেছিলেন, ওপেনিং দ্য বোলিং, তখন একটু এক্সট্রা বাউন্স হয়তো আদায় করতে পারছিলেন, সেটার জন্য ব্যাটারদের সমস্যা হচ্ছিল। আপনার কন্ডিশনসের যদি অ্যাসেসমেন্টটা করেন।
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, আমরা ফার্স্ট অফ ম্যাচটা জিততে পারছি। আর আমরা চেষ্টা করছিলাম যে নতুন বলে যাতে ভালো জায়গায় বোলিং করে পাওয়ার প্লেতে যত উইকেট পাই, এটা আমার টিমের জন্য হেল্পফুল হবে। বাট আমি চেষ্টা করছি যে স্ট্যাম্প টু স্ট্যাম্প বল করার। আর সেকেন্ড বিষয় হচ্ছে আমি প্ল্যানটা এক্সিকিউট করার চেষ্টা করছি এবং আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আমি সাকসেস হতে পারছি।
প্রথম ইনিংসে যখন দেখেন যে 170+ রান হয়ে যায়, কি মনে হচ্ছিল? এটা কি 200+ উইকেট নাকি পার স্কোর ছিল?
না, আমরা সবসময় একটা ওয়েট করতেছিলাম যে ফার্স্টে আমাদের মোমেন্টামটা আমাদের ফরে ছিল, দেন ওরা সৌম্য ভাই এবং আফিফ খুব ভালো ব্যাটিং করছিল। বাট ওই সময়টা আমরা ওয়েট করতেছিলাম যে আমাদের ফরে যদি মোমেন্টামটা আসে, তাতে আমরা ভালো বোলিং করি, আমরা যে কোনো সময় কাম ব্যাক করতে পারবো এবং আমাদের মধ্যে কাম ব্যাক করার অ্যাবিলিটি আছে। আমরা প্রত্যেকটা প্লেয়ার এটা বিশ্বাস করি এবং এটা আমরা যখনই সুযোগ পাইছি এবং আলহামদুলিল্লাহ পরে আমরা খুব ভালো কাম ব্যাক করছি।
ওয়েল, কনগ্রাচুলেশনস আজকের ম্যাচ জেতার জন্য। বেস্ট অফ লাক ফর দ্য টুর্নামেন্ট।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
We have witnessed an enthralling resumption of this 𝗚 Islami Bank presents NCL T20 powered by Turbo, where Rajshahi division clinched a commanding 8-wicket win over Khulna. Congratulations to Rajshahi. Right, first of all, let me introduce to our guest today. We have Mr. 𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 Selector, National Team, Bangladesh Cricket Board, alongside Mr. MD Mizanur Rahman, Senior Executive Officer, and RM 𝗚 Islami Bank PLC, Sylhet Regional Office, Sylhet. We have Mr. MD 𝗃𝗵𝗚𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 Manager BTL, Event and Outdoor, 𝗂𝐞𝐥𝐜𝐴venue, alongside Mr. 𝗃𝗵𝗚𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂𝗂 Milton, Additional Director, Walton High-Tech Industries Limited. Welcome, gentlemen. Right, first of all, I'd like to call upon the losing captain, Mohammad Mithun, to come up and have a few words. Mithun? Right, Mithun, hard luck, 171, do you think was enough on the board for you guys?
It's a very, very good wicket from the first ball. I think it's 200 wicket, but we lost too many wicket in the power play. So Afif and Sommo recovered very well, but still, if we bowl well, especially in power play, then we have a chance.
Hard luck and all the best for the next
Thank you.
matches. Right, Mohammad Mithun, the captain of Khulna division. Now I'd like to call upon the player of the match. Any guesses? 𝗚 Islami Bank player of the match is Habibur Rahman Sohan for his 94 of just 45 deliveries, striking 6 sixes. Is our 𝗚 Bank player of the match. He will collect a check and crest from our guest. Batted really well, explosive batter, loves to play his shots. Sohan, if you please come up, যদি একটু কথা বলতেন আমাদের সাথে। সোহান, প্রথমত 6টা রানের জন্য 100টা মিস হয়ে গেল, কিছুটা কি ডিসঅ্যাপয়েন্টিং কিনা?
হ্যাঁ, অবশ্যই একটু ডিসঅ্যাপয়েন্টিং, বাট আলহামদুলিল্লাহ টিমের জন্য এরকম একটা স্কোর করতে পারছি।
সারফেসটা নিয়ে যদি বলতেন, 172 রান চ্যালেঞ্জিং টোটাল মনে হচ্ছিল এক সময়, কিন্তু যেভাবে আপনারা শুরু করেছেন, উইকেটটা কি খুব ভালো?
উইকেট আলহামদুলিল্লাহ আছে, আর সবথেকে ইম্পর্টেন্ট যেটা, আমার ক্যাপ্টেন আমাকে একদম ফ্রি করে দিচ্ছে যে তুই তোর ফ্রি লাইসেন্স, তুই যা করবি কর। তো আমি ওটাই চেষ্টা করছি, আমি আমার মতো খেলার চেষ্টা করছি।
Well played and all the best.
Thank you.
Habibur Rahman Sohan, the player of the match. Now it's time to call upon the captain of Rajshahi division, Nazmul Hossain Shanto, to come up and have a few words. Shanto, you must be delighted the way you started off this Sylhet phase. 172 was tricky enough or not?
Very happy the way we start this match, but I think we start very well as a bowling unit, but in the middle over we didn't bowl well. But I think the way Sohan batted, it's really nice to see, and I hope he will continue this form going forward.
From a personal point of view, you scored a 50, batted really well. What this NCL T20 means for you? Is this a platform again to come back to the national T20 side?
I'm not thinking about the future. I'm always staying present and try to contribute for the team, and I'm playing for the Rajshahi, so I try to win the match for Rajshahi every single match. That is the plan, and then as you mentioned that it's a great platform, but all hands in on all the selectors. So if selector thinks I'm capable to play T20, they will take me in the team, but I'm just thinking about my batting.
Well done and well played. Congratulations. Nazmul Hossain Shanto, the captain of Rajshahi division, and that concludes the presentation party. Back to the com box.
Was an excellent performance from Rajshahi, winning by 8 wickets. We're going for a short break right now.